the light, the light, the dim glow from his eyes would be like, wouldn't be enough to necessarily alert anything. It's just like if we were in pitch blackness, you could see a super faint glow, and that you know he was there if you didn't have dark vision.
Oh, but
So I can see
vision.
and hear, but I can't necessarily react without coming completely out of sentry mode. So anything that's said around me, I will have knowledge of when I wake up.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think that's actually how I knew that Jinx went and stole shit from Harbin Wester Juniors, because I was in sentry mode, but Ragongar made her do it in front of me, and that's why I knew about it.
Oh, that's why
I didn't make anyone do anything.
Well,
Ragongar
You highly suggested.
grabbed her with both hands and shook her with
it
like,
shook
oh,
the fuck
fucking
out of her.
steel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, after he does that, since he's emitting a glow, I'm gonna put some of my traveler's clothes over that so it doesn't show the whole world this glow.
Ragongar has blackout windows or blackout curtains.
Yeah.
Dude, I just need to get like a little sleep mask, and then I'll
My
be
dad does
chilling.
that.
Oh
My
yeah.
dad fucking put shit over all the little like lights in the room, like
So you
like
can
clock
sleep.
and
Really?
shit. Yeah.
Mhm.
Chargers.
My
he's
mom's like that.
mm.
My mom's like that
Yeah,
too.
man, it just happens. Can't
Sleep.
Cool. So Ragongar and Zabantik, although she's gone. Vox, are you staying up with them?
Yeah.
You kind of having like missed the last camp session in the battle. You look over to Vox and you see that he looks a little bit troubled. You know, it looks like he's kind of trying to process some of his emotions. Do you interact with him at all?
Yeah. What's going on with you?
I'm holding. The box is still holding the flail. Probably just giving it a couple whirls, and every couple of things, it just smashes it into the floor. There's so much sorrow inflicted with this weapon. Do you remember this? This is the flail from Flynn.
How did you get it? How did you come across it?
We killed that son of a bitch.
Oh, yes.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Well,
Killed that son of a.
he's dead.
Son of a bird.
That's all in the past. Let it go.
I try, Ragongar.
Just like the snow that's falling now will melt.
It's, when you kill your greatest enemy and you just don't have that sense of satisfaction. He's dead now, but there's still this hole within me.
Save it for the dragon.
I am.
Your revenge will come.
I am. It's
And maybe we'll come back and exhume this guy and
Kill him
fuck him
again.
up again.
Yeah. So we set up the camp.
Maybe
What's everybody doing? Is everybody else asleep? Just the three of us are up?
I believe so.
Yeah. Sentry's pretty much covered, so.
Ronnie, real quick. Would Tony be considered undead? He would, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it lets me add fucking my mount, so I'm adding him right now if that's cool.
What do you mean?
So there's in extras I can add creatures and mounts and shit now. In D&D Beyond.
In what regard? I don't follow.
I can add him to my character sheet.
On D&D Beyond?
Oh,
Yeah, D&D Beyond.
So
I don't know.
I didn't even know they updated that. That's cool.
Yeah, it just did it right now. There's a free creature compendium for Spelljammer that's out right now.
Compendium?
I know. I got it.
Cool.
Me too.
Zabantik, you see that, and you over here, Vox kind of explaining
You hear the
the history of the flail
smashing into the floor.
and how
the
he's
flail.
just been kind of like ruminating on the torment and the pain that it has caused over the years and all the lives that have been lost at this flail tendril.
I feel like you should have cut his fingers off.
Ragongar
Oh, we
and Vox
tortured
are
him.
sort of,
Like kept it.
Oh, kept it.
I guess, reminiscing
You
on how
kept it.
much fun they had torturing this dumb bitch.
I do remember this.
There's Schomburg.
It was extensive. It
Yes.
was like,
This some bitch.
There's a reason for it.
yeah.
It was extensive the other way too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were on the receiving end of it.
For a long time. Yes.
I mean, I'm not really in torturing people, so
We'll make you someone that likes that stuff. You know.
Okay.
I
Just
to
hang
each
around
their
with us
own
all.
though, you know, I'm not gonna judge.
Do you come over? Because like we're kind of talking a little bit. Are you nearby or like what do you
She's
do?
right next to me. She's sitting right
You're there
next
the
to me.
whole time?
I just zoned out for a little bit.
She has a cat on top of me. But
Asleep,
Yes.
by the way.
Um,
Right? Jinx is asleep, right?
so
Oh,
it's
I'm
nighttime, right?
passed out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nighttime. You guys are up watching, keeping an eye out for any
it's still snowing, right? Lightly.
slightly snowing. Yeah.
It's a bad.
At least knowing, huh?
What is the source of your pain? We
My
all have
eye
it.
has been hurting so bad. Like
Nobody
Yeah.
told you to do that.
my left eye has been.
What happened to your eye? I know. What happened to your eye?
I don't know. It's just started to feel scratched, and I can't really see out of it anymore. And I don't know. I don't know what to do. That's how I've been feeling.
What on earth made you pull it out?
I didn't pull it out. It's still in there.
Still
Pull
in
the
there.
tooth out.
I pulled my
Oh,
tooth out.
okay.
Yeah, that's gone.
Is it because you pulled the tooth out? You have an infection?
Maybe, but it's above my tooth.
I know, it goes up, right?
But yeah, so I'm not feeling so hot.
But this is superficial pain. What is
Superficial pain.
Pain for pleasure. I forget the other line.
Zavantic hasn't really ever had a home or anyone to call for a family or anything, and she doesn't know. And it hurts her.
Well, I'm gonna say, well, you're welcome to join our family. We don't have anything either.
I will accept that offer.
I'm gonna give you like a potion of healing and say, hope this helps your eye.
Do you invite her to your tribe?
Of course, that's what I meant.
Do you extend like black feathers?
No, because I don't have any.
For flavor, we can say you have some on
Okay.
hand.
Flavor.
No, I'll give her one of the feathers.
Yeah.
Be like, here you are. If you so choose to join us.
I do choose.
Francine's gonna cry, guys.
And so Zavantic puts it like,
So let me tell you a little bit about the tribe. Our tribe is a tribe that knows about all the natural resources in the north. We are called the Uthgard.
I've
There's
heard of them.
mostly barbarians.
Uthgar.
We're like that group of kind of anything. We can also, you'll learn much about the wilderness areas, and so much so that you will normally find much food and water whenever you try to forage. I'll teach you some of that. I'm sure Fox will also teach you some of that.
The Zavantic actually has a badass nature bonus.
I do.
And we have hospitality with many other groups. Of course, all of those allied with our tribes, but also all kinds of members of druid cycles, nomadic elves, harpers, and any of the priesthoods that are devoted to the gods of the first circle.
I don't know what any of that means, but maybe
You
you
will
always
soon.
find water and shade for Dongar. I appreciate you bringing me into your tribe.
And it is a +8 for nature.
What?
Yeah.
Cool. I need one of you to roll a perception check.
I think I'm
Any of us?
perceptive.
Well, I have
Good
a
luck, everybody.
15. I'm also proficient with perception.
Only them, right?
Yeah, you guys are all asleep.
Hey, man.
You're gonna
I
roll
have, like
it?
spidey
Roll.
senses.
What's your passive perception? We'll say
14.
whoever 14,
Yeah.
then I'll roll it. Mine's a little higher. Do I at least get help or advantage or anything on it?
Sure.
Okay,
Um,
that's a shit roll. Okay.
The shipment, Randy.
Way better. Nat 13, so that's an 18.
Cool. As you guys continue to bond over the campfire, the wind gets a little bit heavier. The fire gets a little bit lower, and you guys are able to pass the evening uninterrupted.
Okay.
You guys all gain the benefit of a long rest.
Great.
Wait. I need one.
Nope.
Um,
We just had a long rest.
Yeah, it's
cool.
quite the long rest.
You guys wake up in the morning. The sun is coming up over the horizon. Blast, you are powering up into your regular mode.
What does it sound like?
Hold on, sorry. Can we take just a quick step back? Sorry, because I wasn't done. I also wanted to have just a very brief exchange with Zabantik.
Sure. Absolutely. He's got to get the deep voice.
It's hard because my voice is already kind of deep. Zabantik, we had a very unusual interaction with Octavia at one point when we still are part of the Talons of Sirach.
My eye hurts. What can I say? I'm trying to make it real.
But more so when we still were under the captivity of, I guess it was the cult of Merkel.
Yes.
Mhm.
Instead of the original name. There was a very unusual interaction where a trade deal went awry at the hands of Octavia, and I've never been able to figure out how or why that happened. I know you have some tricks up your sleeve, and you know Octavia at least to some degree. Do you have anything to do with that?
No. I don't know what trade deal. I need a little more detail.
A trade deal went awry, and there's some unusual stone being traded. It's hard to even describe exactly what it was, but in the heat of it all, Octavia, I believe, manipulated weight on the scale. I've seen what you can do with dice and just some of the tricks you have up your sleeve.
What did the stone look like?
Well, it was...
Hold on. Do I have actual law?
Okay, thanks. I was waiting for you to chime in, but if you weren't going to, then...
I'll wait. You recall seeing a very deep blue, almost a dark violet gemstone. It had these like gleaming like veins kind of like inside of the gemstone itself. Fairly translucent, but still very opaque. Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't see through it completely, but you could see into it enough, but it was very dense. Give me a history check with advantage.
Is this at all the same gem that's on my bow? Because it's very close to the description you had.
Hmm, 26.
Based on his description, you believe, and as an artificer, you have knowledge about things that are used in the binding of magical essence to common items. This sounds to you like something that is considered to be very rare and oftentimes considered like a legend or a made-up thing that doesn't really exist. But some very knowledgeable people, some very fanatical people believe it to be true. And it sounds like this might have been a Kyber dragon shard.
You say Kyber?
Yeah, like a Kyber crystal.
Yeah,
Solid.
okay,
This is
yeah.
actual like D&D lore. I didn't make this up.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Yeah.
Kyber, K-I-B-E-R.
K-H-Y-B-E-R.
Okay.
K-H-Y-B-E-R. Okay.
So, right now. Okay.
So, but as
How
you
do you
know,
know it went wrong?
I'm not sure. All I know is that Ragongar, you remember this.
It went wrong because these guys weren't there to fight each other, and they ended up killing each other.
This is how we are no longer in captivity.
They ended up accusing each other of trying to pass the wool over the other's eyes and got into combat, and we were able to escape.
So you don't know if it was fake or not.
No.
You're assuming.
We're not. It
Didn't
definitely
look fake.
wasn't fake.
Didn't look fake.
I think that there was some manipulation in the amount that was there.
Of the scale they used.
So as you guys
Something with the scale, something with the weight.
something
We're both convinced. We've discussed this before, Ragongar and I. Something happened, and odds are Octavia was responsible. We've never been able to prove it. She's very secretive about it. But there was a trick up her sleeve, and this is why I wonder, you know, I know I've seen what you do in the taverns. I've seen how you twist the numbers and make those odds just ever in your favor. Is there anything you can think of? You're one of us now.
part of the tribe.
The Black Ring.
I think it's very possible that something like that may have happened. Where was this?
You know, we were part of the cult at the time. All
Where
of
were
us,
you?
the three of us.
We were in a cave. I don't remember
Random cave.
where, because we just ran from there like nuts. And we ran through forest and
The-
etc. until
The entire transaction was very chaotic. I couldn't tell you exactly where we were.
Well, I can't confirm nor deny that I may or may not have been involved in, but potentially
Don't
not.
you Pinocchio me.
Oops.
I will think on it. I don't know how to answer you now.
And it's at this point that you start to hear the rustling of the camp. You know, you can hear a couple yawns. Sounds like a couple of people are stretching,
We're stirring.
starting to wake up. You hear Blast kind of whirring into his
How does it sound?
Man, I'll close out our interaction by saying, we haven't shared this with anyone else yet. Keep it to yourself for now.
The band has tight lips.
I always thought it was more of like a beak. You know,
Beak
is it like a snapping turtle or like? I guess I don't know.
It's gotta be a
Weird
big
question
stuff.
for Emma.
I'll also say, Tybalt has asked. You heard us mention it, and I have no problem sharing when the time is right. But now's not the time. There's
I
a
will
lot.
not make that decision for you.
There's a lot going on, and the group's been through a lot. And I briefly recant, you know, the sorrow that a couple of them, particularly Tybalt and Blast, the sorrow that they experienced with Vandalin and everything that went on. So it's probably not the right time to indulge. Just
I understand.
thank you.
Thank you.
Blast, you stir yourself awake and your
You
processors start
make the
to.
noise. I want you to make the noise.
My favorite
Do the
Andre.
noise.
No, it would be more like
His fan is just overclocked.
like no, it'd be more like that just stops like as soon as I'm about to get ready, and it's just more of like the transformer like fucking,
Nice.
and like I just fucking like boom, all of a sudden I'm out, and I'm just like my eyes like they kind of brighten for a second and then go back to the normal.
I'll grab my clothes off him so everyone can see.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they fell off like as I was going back up to my full height. So I'm gonna kind of like stretch, like not because I need to, just because like that
I've
people
seen
stretch when
humans
they
do
wake
it,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm like kind of making the noise a little bit, like I'm just
Creepy.
like, I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, and then I'm look around and I'm just gonna stand a little ways away and grab my my necklace because it's like about dawn. You said, right?
It's the sun is just coming up over the horizon. Yeah, I was just
Perfect.
about to say, as you awake and you start to stir yourself, you notice that the warmth of the sun isn't there like it normally is, and mostly in part to you being in these in this mountain range. There's still a thick fog kind of on the air. It's a little bit cloudy, but the warmth of the sun is very obviously not there, and you take note of it. How do you respond?
I'm going to grip my my necklace and just close my eyes and just think. If you're out there watching over us, it feels like we're getting close to the end of this journey, and I hope you can help me do what I need to do.
Give me a religion check.
Religion check. Okay.
Religion check.
All right. Ah, bitch. It's a 10.
Cool. I mean, that's not like a fail necessarily. You are able to kind of channel your energy and focus on the prayer that you're offering up to your divine entity. Who are you praying to?
I don't know.
Papa?
I've never really prayed to Lathander, who I know is Tybalt's god, right?
So
And
just to recount, some of the deities that we've encountered thus
Right.
far in the campaign, you know that Lathander is the god of the sun. He is
Right.
kind of the god of like crops and growing. Like he's the god of fertility and just like life, essentially, right? You also have encountered the god Mirkul, who is the god of death and is worshipped by this cult that you guys have been fighting against throughout the entire campaign.
Got
You
it.
guys have also encountered Savris. Savris is the goddess of divination, and her symbol is the symbol that is around your neck on that necklace.
it's on
And-
Celine's necklace, or what's her? No, not Celine, but
Yes, Zelene's necklace
Celine's
was
necklace.
a necklace of Savris. She
Got it.
got it from the shrine that they were kind of run out of, and you kept it for yourself to remember how you felt that day.
Okay.
Also, Timora. Sorry, you guys have also come across the goddess Timora, who is the goddess of luck. She has the very small, very simple shrine in Phandalin that was destroyed.
So, quick question. I wouldn't know anything about the god Hor, would I?
I don't believe so. I mean, it's your character. You can kind of work it into your backstory if you'd like to, but I imagine that Blast is still this very young, kind of naive
Got
young
it.
man. If you feel like you would be like intrigued by something, maybe that would have been something he would have read about. Maybe that's the White was kind of privy to.
We've also heard of Illustrator.
Well, I think, I mean, just in the studying he would have had to do under Zeth, I think he would have probably been exposed to a decent sized pantheon.
Mhm.
But let's just say for this moment's sake, the god he is searching for, like, their name escapes him. He is more praying to
Just the void, like
the idea of retribution.
totally.
That's what he's searching for. More than anything, he's searching for retribution.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you channel your energy, as you focus on this prayer, your chest piece starts to glow with that eldritch energy that sort of appears whenever you are using some of your magical, essence.
Mm-hmm.
What color is that?
That is okay. Do you remember Knights of the Old Republic, Kotor?
I'm sorry, there was a very loud motorcycle that just drove by. Do I remember what?
Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of my favorite.
Okay, remember the Kyber crystal color Viridian?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a very pale silvery green.
Yep.
That color. So it's a Viridian. It's a Viridian energy.
Yeah. As you do so, you start to glow with this viridian color. What's everybody's passive perception?
13.
I know Vox has a 15. What's yours, Gone?
Tybalt is like a 38, but he's not here.
Yeah. You said perception passive is 11.
Perception, yeah.
Yeah, that's 11.
How about
16.
you, Jinx? 16?
Mm-hmm.
Jinx, you notice as you are kind of yawning awake and you are doing that like back stretch thing that like
Yeah.
you and kind of just like waking yourself up, you kind of see off in the distance that Blast is kind of hanging out by himself, and he looks to be in in a quiet meditation of sorts that he and Tybalt have often found themselves doing in the morning. This is one of the first times you've seen Blast kind of do it on his own. But you also notice out of the corner of your eye that Vox Aslan's bow starts to glow as well, a little bit.
Okay, so I want to go over to Dave's bow, you said?
Yeah.
Vox's? So I'll go over there, but not to alert, not screaming, not making noises. I just want to alert Vox of what's happening, but still like in a quiet way to be able to prepare for whatever may come.
Vox Aslan, you notice that your bow kind of out of nowhere is starting to just very faintly give off a little bit of light from that gemstone filigree that's kind of intertwined into the old wood of the bow that you have.
Okay, I mean, I get a closer look. Just to clarify, like I was saying, it seems like now that I guess nothing's really changed because the Bantic didn't know anything about it.
We're just going to get back to you.
Yeah, I know. But okay, I guess I'll get a closer look. Does the gem look like the Kyber dragon shard?
Based on the description she gave you, you imagine that, yeah, it does kind of look like it might be that. You don't know for certain, but as far as you know, 1 + 1 = 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to look that way. But you don't have a way of like confirming that as of yet.
Okay.
But do I ask him if he knows what the glow means?
Really don't, Jinx. I mean, I'll like hold it up to you. You can get a better look at it. And we can look at it together.
Can I try to see if my spidey senses from my past knowledge of stealing peculiar gems and stuff in my travels, if I know anything about this type of gem?
What would you like to roll?
I would like to investigate it further.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
It's almost a 20. Damn. 15.
You are able to like get your cat eyes go like, like cats do.
Both dilate. Yeah.
And and you just are so focused on this, and you are able to see that it does very faintly look the way Zabantik described that gemstone.
Is Zabantik here?
Yeah, I mean, you guys are. I think Blast is probably the only one that's like off on his own at the moment, unless somebody else wants to.
So, what gem is Cynthia holding?
It's on my bow, so it's
just the
actually
one on your bow.
engraved, like kind of built into the
But I
bow.
thought there was two reacting together. Was I making that up? In my
No,
head?
No, it's just the one, right?
Blast was kind of glowing in his like prayer off in the distance.
The same glow that his glow did.
Not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
I did notice that, but I did not want to disrupt him.
Okay.
I know he's not a big fan of me, and I wanted to leave him in peace
I would
while
like-
he's doing his whatever glowy thing.
I don't want to.
While this is all going on, I'd like to go and look at Tybalt's foot that's tied to the javelin.
Wanna go
thing.
check out his foot, dude?
When you look at
Knowing what you know about feet,
If anything changed.
Knowing what you read through
Yeah,
those
the
adult
snow
comics from earlier.
he looks very healthy.
Adult comics.
And while that's going on, then I'm going to look at this javelin and go, meh, I guess I should just try to identify it.
The glaive?
Yeah.
Do you cast a spell?
Only ritually.
Okay, so you don't burn a spell slot. You're able to kind of how do you like explain the ritual to me? Do you like sit cross-legged and like pound it into the ground while chanting like "All rise,
No,
chicken"?
I don't make any
chicken
noise.
arise.
I just kind of try to put my hands kind of
Because
like that
for
over
the
it.
ritual casting time, it's a casting time of 10 minutes.
Yeah, and I just try to let the energy of Illustri like flow through and
Sure.
bring wisdom
Yeah, absolutely.
upon me.
And so as you are doing that, your hands start to emanate that purplish glow of your eldritch energy, and it extends out past you and sort of envelops the glaive, and you are able to wrap it in your magical essence. There's no reaction.
Okay.
It is a glaive.
I would like to touch my claws to the ground and try to.
As
see
you
if
do
I can-
this,
Yes.
you hear.
Okay.
No.
Oh, I was like, I would like to touch my claws to the ground and just try to sense the energy around me and also of like the soil and the earth and all of that.
Earth.
I mean,
I feel like this is going to be like it's tastes or feels like earth.
Knowing what you know about Earth.
Yeah.
fuck all of you guys.
24.
Day.
What are you trying to accomplish?
I'm trying. So I have noticed that he's blast glowing, and then also that his gem started
Sure.
glowing, and I feel like it has something to do with the environment.
Okay. So as you do so, you are able to kind of center yourself in your mind and like open your mind's eye and just connect
My eye hurts. By the way.
to because
other eye.
your mind's eye is just on fire.
Yeah, okay.
You know, and that's just a physical manifestation of it. You're able to push your like arcane magical essence into the earth itself, almost like if they have like roots that are kind of sprouting and like spreading into the earth. You're able to maneuver them through the earth and kind of connect yourself to Blast, where his magical energy is, and you're able to reach out to where Vox is. And you gather that there is a very similar feeling to them.
Okay.
Hey, repeat that. There's a really similar feeling.
Between you and the gem on Vox's bow.
Got it.
So
Okay.
then I look at Blast is doing his thing, right?
Blast is like 20, 30 feet off.
Okay, so
If it's
I will
open.
wait until Blast comes back, but I will walk over to Vox, and I will tell him that I feel, or I think, that Blast is made of the same material of the gem that is inserted into your bow. You guys are linked.
Wow.
Well, the boat.
Well, he has bows.
Do we know what Blast runs on? Like what his fuel is?
Cocaine and hookers.
Blackjack.
What's your power source? Do you know? I mean, I guess I'll
He's
wait
doing
until
his
you
own
come
thing.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll wait until he
he
comes back. My bad.
And I think it's a very powerful thing that can be used for maybe if you guys could potentially join that somehow, it would be useful against the dragon. I felt it, and I explained to Vox when I touched the ground, I felt both Blast and Vox.
Maybe it would make him more powerful.
Hmm.
You should share that with him, if you so choose.
You
Yeah.
should share that with him, should you so choose. Alright guys, Gone, would you like to have any sort of morning interactions or?
Just a quick one. I guess I'll kind of do the same thing as what Blast was doing, but on my end, it'll be just more so finding a spot and sitting down. And in that spot, I essentially am speaking to Ravi, who is, I'd say is fully just chilling on my shoulder, not invisible or anything.
In
And,
his raven form and his imp form?
So I will say that he is. This is kind of like a weird effect, but damn, I don't know if you guys have
He's a
watched
raven
the most recent Blade Runner movie, but there's like a moment in that movie where, a digital woman and a physical woman like do this like weird thing.
Yeah, they overlap each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So essentially, that's kind of what's going on. Is like, except it's kind of weird because it's an imp and a raven, but essentially the imp and the raven are kind of like doing the same movement. So the imp is just standing on 2 feet, the raven is on 2 feet but with wings, and I'm just speaking to it, and every single time I talk to it, it responds with its whatever features that it has. So
Would you like to discuss with Ravi?
yeah, so I'm speaking to Ravi in kind of this weird form between both of his familiar variations. And I'll say, you know what? I think it's
He goes, what?
I think it's about time we start to use everything we have in our arsenal. That's including you. I'm gonna be counting on you a lot more this time around.
And I'm sorry, I totally forgot what voice I've ever done for Ravi. Been a while.
A bird voice, right?
I don't think you've ever done a
There's
voice.
a bird voice.
Yeah, I've talked to him a couple times. Ravi says to you, this upcoming battle is going to be very difficult. Ghana. I still have so many plans. I still have so many plans that I need you to fulfill. I will make sure you get out of this alive. I need you.
And I'll look at him and kind of wrap it up and say, well then let's make this difficult challenge just another stepping stone. And that's it.
All right.
Dave, I'm sorry, I forgot to bring your water bottle.
Is there?
Oh my god.
If there's nothing else you guys would like to do, we can go ahead and get going. And
Yes, let's keep going. If no one
Hey,
objects.
Real quick.
Oh, yeah, you needed to finish.
Blast could potentially have heard of the god I asked about through Lenine. Because Horror is one of, along with, I mean, honestly, four of the four gods that I was mainly looking at for Blast are all favored deities of the order. And they're all kind of
Cool.
like different sides of the same die.
Yeah, cool.
So, still not knowing the name that he's reaching out for, he's just reaching out for someone to bolster his spirit and resolve for what he thinks may come. And then I'll just complete my quiet prayer and lower my hand from my necklace and open my eyes and head back to the group.
I elbow Vox.
Yeah. Blast, but I kind of welcome you over. Whatever you did back there, I know it's fairly private, but I think you triggered my bow here. Can you maybe do it again a little bit and see if it reacts again?
What?
I don't
What do you
know.
mean?
All I know, all I think I know is that whatever you did over there, when you did it, it made my gem here, and I'd show you the bow. This gem that's engraved here started to glow. Whatever it was you did.
I'll step in and inform Blast that I was able to channel some of my magic through the ground and kind of intertwined with the ground and the soil and nature, and it linked you to me to Vox's bow. There was a link through the ground.
I was just really thinking about, the road ahead. I wasn't really trying to do anything with the bow or anything like that. What did it look like?
I felt the same energy that, and I explained that viridescent glow. Right, that's what we said.
The pulsing.
The viridescent glow, yes.
Viridian.
Viridian, yes. Viridescent is green. Okay. Viridian glow.
It's a type of green. That works.
I felt it and I saw it like a trace through maybe like mist in the air, and it linked all of us. And I think that this is all conjecture, hypothesis, that whatever gem is inserted into Vox's bow may be made of the same material that you are made of. Can we compare?
Oh, you mean like the glow I get when I use my
Unless
echo guy.
Unless you have something within you that maybe powers you that's made of that.
Well, yeah, I know. Like my heart always glows that color whenever I use any of my abilities, and I'm gonna pop my echo nearby, and then it'll just be kind of like just kind of concentrating on that feeling, like that low hum of power. I'm gonna try and make that a point of focus and make that glow a little bit more apparent than it normally is.
So then, since he's doing that, I would like to repeat my action from before and basically try to link all of us again, like recreate that. Can I do that?
Give me a nature check. Blast, I need you to give me an arcana check. All right, well, hold on. You do that.
Okay.
Would you like to participate in this, Blast?
Yeah, I think this is having someone be interested in was essentially like my power core kind of sends him back to, the early weeks of his infancy, where he recalls Seth the White poring over his own journal and making notations about his specific construction.
So then I will allow you to either make an Arcana check or you can make a history check.
Oh, history check for sure. Okay.
I use inspiration and rerolls. The same. That's my check.
I'm using my inspiration and re-rolling as well. That was trash as fuck.
Anything weird about the gem again? Or do I?
Ooh. 21.
21.
21.
21.
Cool. As you are thinking back to your like memory cores and trying to access those like files in your brain, you are able to kind of recall Zeth the White mentioning, a certain stone and needing to obtain it, needing to. Okay. You do recall Zeth the White mentioning the stone, kind of just muttering to himself, never directly referencing it, never like mentioning it to you in any way.
It wouldn't be in the journal he left?
There would be very like vague references to it, purposefully vague.
Got it.
In the journal, there would have been an entry about a transaction and his hesitation in its involvement.
And this transaction would be before or after Blast's birth?
Before.
Okay.
He's like one.
Okay, so let me ask. I guess we're doing a little metagaming here, but just so I understand how the whole backstory that we developed ties in here. The incident, the big one with Octavia, had we ever seen this kind of stone before? Was this the only time?
You wouldn't have been privy to the stone at all.
Okay.
But
I mean, I saw it during this one time, right? I at least saw it. Had I ever seen it before that?
So
he said it was super rare. So
this is so meta.
Yeah, well, like I said, because I need to know
so
how
just
backstory.
to give you guys all an idea about a little bit more idea about the stone. Kuiper dragon shards are extremely rare.
Okay.
They are.
It's not really meta. Savannah can tell you this. She knows.
Yeah, you got a very high.
Yeah, but I just was curious as to whether or not I had ever seen them used in any, because we were with the cult for a long time. Not that we were willing to be a part of them.
You were around
I
it.
was curious to know, if we had ever seen these types of stones in any interaction or transaction before this one time.
No,
this was the big one where this was the first time we ever saw it. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Knowing what you know about Kuiper dragon shards, they're extremely rare. They are used in the binding of magical essence to physical things. Often used for phylacteries.
Oh my god.
Or
oh shit.
Binding.
Oh my god. The Bantic is freaking out right now. Her eyes about to pop
oftentimes
out.
with elemental binding,
oh shit.
Airships or the construction of airships would use these. Lightning rails, elemental galleons would have used something like a dragon or a Kuiper dragon shard. It's a very sought after kind of it's a binding tool more than anything. The stone itself is just a gemstone, but it's used in a way to create magical items or things like that. Blast in your. Oh, also they're oftentimes used for many necromantic rituals.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Blast, you will have read in the journal about Zeth the White's involvement with a particular transaction and how much he didn't want to be involved with it and how he had plans for bigger and better things for himself, for his creations. And you, having kind of put the pieces back together in your head, you realize that that might have been what. No, I know.
Oh.
That might have been what caused his initial interaction with the Cult of Miracle.
Okay. And is this something that I can infer? That Blast would be able to infer?
You're just like, you got a 21, but it's still a very hard DC check.
Right.
You were able to kind of, like, you're that Zach Galifianakis gif where he's like
the fucking
formula
trying to fucking yeah.
around him, and you're starting to like fucking Charlie Day, like put your fucking shit on the wall and be
Pepe
like, wait,
Sylvia.
what the fuck? But like you can't quite figure it out.
Right, but I know that's.
But you're starting to get it.
Okay. I'd be like, so I remember my father speaking about this stone, this rare stone that was.
And just for clarity, Blast, it was more just the way he would like mutter to himself when he was lost in his work.
Got it.
It wasn't ever like
overt to me.
Thoughts. Yes, it was
Got
never.
it, okay.
It was very specifically never mentioned to you.
To me. Okay, so
This would have been in the moments where like you powered up and he wasn't aware that you were awake.
that I was awake. Got it.
No, where he was like.
Or
So
maybe I was in
he
sentry mode and
wasn't aware that you were kind of powering up, and he was
Right.
kind of like muttering to himself the way that he often would when he was lost in his work.
like, oh, you're right. So like, I mean, potentially I could have heard about it in sentry mode when he wasn't. We didn't realize he was close enough for me to hear little snippets of whatever his mutterings were.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, like,
I'm really just trying to like emphasize like how.
Right. I don't know full.
Put these pieces together.
I don't know full ideas. I know random little snippets of things that I overheard
Yes.
that I was not intended to hear. Okay, so, the name of the stone. Have I heard it now? Did Zabantik say it to me or no?
Zabantik does share that with you, yes.
Okay. Like, okay.
Truthfully though, the name wouldn't really mean much.
Right. Okay, the name wouldn't mean much. Okay, so I'm not sure if what that is exactly, but my father, he would talk to himself sometimes, and when I was supposed to be powered down, and he would speak about some transaction and how it maybe had to do with something powerful, but he was doing it for the right reasons, for us, his creations, for something, I don't know. It's something that I think I'm trying to remember. I just can't fully grasp it.
Do you think this is a part of you?
I don't know.
Part of you.
I don't know. Maybe. I do know that there were a few before me, and they didn't. For whatever reason, they didn't work. They didn't work like I worked.
I would.
Are we? Sorry, go ahead.
I would just like to look at Vox and kind of give him the like. You gonna tell him? Now the time?
I think I know the transaction you're talking about, Blast. There's a lot that's happened. The stone is and I again I like briefly describe it, you know, it's I think at this point we're all probably talking about the same what's the word I'm looking for?
Occurrence?
Not the occurrence, but like the same
Event?
say the same
Happened then?
Okay, you said the same synonym 5,000 times. That's obviously not what he's looking for.
the same like transitional essence element kind of thing. I can't think of what the word I'm thinking of, like it's right on the tip of my tongue, but I'll say this is the same. I think we're talking about the same substance, the same element.
Oh.
There was a very big deal that went awry. And sounds like your father was a part of it as much as I was a part of it. I say not wanting to reveal anything that anybody else might not want to reveal. That substance, that element, I think that's how I earned my freedom. I think that's why I'm no longer with the cult. And it largely is due to Octavia. What could be the connection? Do you, Blast, you don't know Octavia, do you? Before all this.
Did you know?
Did you
No,
know?
the first first time I heard that name was sitting in the tavern with Tybalt and Gon.
Now I'm curious.
No.
Jinx, where do you know Octavia from?
They're friends, right?
As a child, I knew her.
How?
She found me in the streets of. She found me in the streets.
In the streets?
In the
Sitting
streets.
in the tavern.
Trying to steal bread to eat. And she took me in and taught me basic survival skills and was there for me as a mentor to develop my psionic abilities that came
How
later
long
with
ago
time.
would that have been?
Decades.
Oh, you're old.
How old is Octavia?
I'm over here. How old am I? Oh no. Oh, I thought Jinx was older. Many moons ago.
And so again, I hold out the bow and like with the emphasis on the gem. Have you ever seen anything like this?
So, from my previous investigation, I have seen something similar to this, and it's exactly what Zabantik described. That's literally all that Ronnie said.
Where did you see it?
You know, I've come across many trinkets and special items in my day. It is part of what I'm good at doing, but I don't keep said items very long. I trade them, so I don't know too much of particular items like that.
I
Just know that
figured
they're
from
valuable.
Gone of you. I hold it out now to you. I hold my bow and point to the gem, which we're obviously now all discussing. Do you know Octavia? Have you ever seen anything like this stone before?
Well, the truth is, Octavia was only ever known to me as the person who sent me a letter, and we spoke with, as a group with Tybalt and Blast. And that's really where it ends. I know as much as you all, Chinks probably better than any of us. And the gem, well, I can't really provide you anything that is of greater greater help. I haven't seen this thing used. If I recollect a memory, I could, but like I said, that would be a memory of something that was many years ago. And
Give me a history check.
you know what? Let me see if something comes to mind.
Crack my brain right quick.
Right quick.
14.
14. You don't know specifics, but you do know that one of the ways your family came to earn its wealth over the years was in some shady dealings, some shady transactions. You think maybe, that might not have been out of their scope of dealings. But you can't say for certain.
Yeah. I will say, and this is as gone. I will say that my family has had many fair share of making their deals in the shadows, and that involved a lot of dealings with people who were not necessarily the best of people. That being said, I could see this crystal being involved somehow, but exactly how, I'm not sure.
Would you say it's what they do in the shadows?
Of course you would.
And the last thing I will say is that this all does make sense, and it does all add up what Zabantik is saying. As of recent, many couple weeks back, and this is in game time. Weeks back, I found that the Cult of Merkul was at some point in the dealings with my family. Of course, I didn't have any idea that they were actually involved with my family, but looking at the reasons why I left my family now, it does make sense. But that's all I can really provide you guys.
Okay, can we take a quick little minute, and how much longer are we gonna go? Because I haven't eaten dinner. And
I thought we were trying to get to the castle today.
Yeah, I'm here as long as you guys need me.
Okay, so what does that mean? How long are we gonna go?
I don't
You want
know.
to take a...
It's early.
Well, I'd rather, if we're gonna keep going for a while, order food, and then when it's ready, I'll go pick it up real quick.
How long can you go tonight, Andre?
I was planning on going late because I figured we were gonna be fighting shit.
Yeah,
that's
that's-
go all night, son. All night.
So
Yeah.
then,
What about you guys?
I'm willing to go as long as it takes as well, or as long as the next
'cause I-
group member can go.
Yeah, because I figured we were gonna go late so you guys could prep for dragon fight.
Exactly.
You guys, what do you mean, you guys?
I mean, you people.
So this may or may not be his last session ever.
What?
What?
I thought the baby's coming in June. We have a whole month. Not
Oh,
that
yeah.
you prep for the baby or anything, That's
No,
what
but
I'm
he
worried.
just wouldn't be able to come out to do an in-person.
Yeah, I won't be able to go up for that. So I'll.
Right, but you'll be online.
I
correct?
yeah, I just meant like you
Yeah, he can
you
play.
guys.
Well, we can't go
Trying
down there
to-
for an in-person session?
We could if we figure it out. I'd be okay with that.
We can figure that out later. But
Yeah,
as
whatever
far
you
as
guys wanna do.
tonight,
Yeah.
if we're gonna keep going for a
Order
while,
food.
let's
Break
order,
time?
Order your food.
and
Yeah, we can
then
do. We can
a
do.
little bit, we'll pick
Because
it
we're
up.
going for a while. It's been
Yeah.
established.
Yeah.
I'm down
do
for a
like
break
10
right
minute
now.
real quick.
Then you go
Okay.
over.
You guys want to do? You want to do 10 then?
Out there, right?
Yeah, give us at least 5 so we can order, and then we'll start again. And then when Dave goes and gets it, we'll do an
Yeah.
actual break.
Let's take a pee
Okay.
break.
Yeah. Let's
Okay,
do it.
gotcha.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that makes
Break.
sense.
Bye-bye.
And break. Pause the recording. Don't stop it. You stopped it?
Hit the
Just
pause. It says
kind
the
of-
same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go get some food too.
Or stop killing people.
Yeah, I know.
Is it recording? Okay. Nice bones running.
Which one? Oh, this one here. I was like, wait.
So, I'm minding my own business, like working 8:30. Like, there's an alarm going off in that building, right? It's
The third
normal.
building?
Yeah, it always
Or
fucking
your
happens. No, that building. And
Your building.
no, the third building.
Third building. Okay.
And like, I'm just like, whatever. Kind of smell like a weird smell. And then I'm like, oh shit, is it actually on fire, right? And I go out there and I look over there and it's like, it's not on fire. Then I see like this cloud of smoke coming up from my downstairs neighbor. And I'm like, oh shit, I know what that smell is. Motherfucker smoking meth. Went into my place and I was like, fuck, I gotta leave this room. Turned on the AC, turned on the fucking air purifier thing, put on a mask.
Damn.
I was pissed, man.
That sucks.
Pissed. So pissed that like I waited till like the guy that's like the head guy came home and like I went down there. I took him a 6-pack. But I was like, hey man, essentially told him like what the fuck happened. I was like, it wasn't weed, it wasn't cigarettes, and just thought you'd want to know. And he was like, he asked me like again, like which room, what time, and I was like, and he was like, 30 minutes, and I was like, have a nice day, man. And nobody was home when I took him. He was the only guy because I could tell like none of the cars were there or anything. But hey man, I just thought he needed to know that shit, and also I don't want to fucking be having to deal with that crap again.
That's right, man. That's crazy though. One time, my very first apartment was in Indio, right on like Monroe Street, across the street from the they were ghetto, across the street from Food for Less.
Okay.
Do you remember where the GameStop was that Sophie and I worked at?
Yeah.
So just right up the street a little bit, there were some like really shitty apartments. That's where I lived, the very first apartment. And I wasn't there, but one day I was like at my buddy's house, we were playing Risk. We love Risk. I fucking love Risk. And so my roommate called me. And very casually, he's like, hey man, what are you up to? And I was like, oh, I'm just over here at so-and-so's house. We're about to start some, Risk, whatever. He's like, cool, yeah. He goes, hey, so the apartment's on fire. You want me to grab any of your stuff?
Shit.
And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, so the apartments are on fire. They're telling us all to get out. Do you want me to grab anything? And I was like, are you fucking,
called you.
Like, for real?
Yeah,
and he was like, yeah, man, like, I need to know, like, do you want me to get any of your shit? And I was like, our apartment's on fire. And he was like,
I just told you that. Yeah.
Our apartment's on fire. The firefighters are here telling us to evacuate. What do you want me to grab? And I was like, grab my Xbox.
Yeah.
And
important. Yeah, that's important.
Like, all I had was like my Xbox, my TV, and like my bed and some clothes. It was like
did it actually all burn down, or?
No, it actually never like reached our apartment, but
the meth had
like 3 units over, they were like cooking meth.
Are those the apartments next to Food for Less, Ronnie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember randomly being there that night.
Good thing it didn't
explode.
Oh, you know what? It wasn't that night. It was the. Well, you know what? It was because I remember like randomly going back, and Michelle had driven herself and Adrian like down just like the little parking lot right next to it, and they were just sitting there like, dude, I don't know, fucking this shit's on fire.
yeah, he called me all and like very casually, like nothing was wrong. He was like, hey man, my apartment's on fire. I had to ask him like 4 times. I was like, what? Like for real? And he's like, yes.
He was like, I'm not fucking deep.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing you saved your Xbox though.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. Fucking meth heads, man.
Meth heads.
No fucking regard for anything, man.
Cynthia, what are you eating?
Celery and peanut butter.
That's it?
Yeah, for right now, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was just a pee break, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
I grabbed something really quick.
Yeah,
what are
Celery
you
and
eating?
peanut butter, I've never had that. I've had celery and
You've
cream
never had
cheese, but
ants
not...
on a log?
This is like a thing they give you as children. Like it's so common to have celery and
ants on a log?
peanut butter, as well as like baby carrots with
You guys
ranch.
don't have ants on a log in Brazil.
We have real ants on a log, but like...
Wow.
Hey Julio, tell your mom that I finally ran out of her salsa and I'm real sad about it.
Yeah. Okay. All I know.
Dude, like peanut butter does not exist in Brazil. At least back then it didn't.
Really?
At all. Like,
Really?
don't forget about it. When I came here, people were
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, eat this peanut butter and jelly sandwich." I was like, "Oh my fucking dead body, am I gonna eat that shit?"
Yo,
That's
I think that's.
nasty to me.
I think even in the UK, peanut butter isn't as prevalent as it is in the US.
Yeah, in my dad's rancho where my tia lives, like there's no peanut butter there specifically. There is some in Guadalajara, but not in Aguascalientes, that little rancho. And they're always like,
Huh.
oh my God, peanut butter is so good.
I bet you maybe you can find it in some specialty store in Brazil, but if you go to a supermarket and you ask for that shit,
Not gonna
everyone's
have it.
look at you like you're
Mm.
crazy.
So,
What do you guys put on? What do you guys put in
15.
sandwiches?
So
We have this
about
stuff called requeijão. It's like this really
Good.
creamy cheese. It's not cream cheese, but it's
Is it
like
good?
it's awesome. It's
What
like
about if you're
super-
trying to make like a sweet sandwich?
nobody eats sweet sandwiches.
Oh, weird.
That's like not a thing.
Hold up. Okay, outside of peanut butter and jelly, what sweet sandwiches do you eat?
Yeah. Do you guys
That's
have?
it.
Do you guys have cajeta? You guys do cajeta?
Oh, cajeta's really good.
And what is that in English, baby?
I have no
You know?
idea. No.
Hmm.
What is cajeta in
It's
English?
Like,
I don't even know what you're talking about in
it's like,
Spanish, bro.
You know how
Cajeta, really?
makes the condensed.
I mean, I probably know what it
Yeah,
looks
it's
like
like
if I see it.
Caramel kind of.
It's-
Yeah, it's like caramel.
Oh, I know
It-
what that is. Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
What is it?
It's like a caramel spread.
No,
Mm.
I guess.
Oh
But-
no, it's a dessert.
It's- but
yeah,
it's-
no,
so
we
it's-
have that. We have that shit, but not in a
Okay.
sandwich.
Yeah, it's like a caramel sauce. It's not like
Yeah.
caramel.
I've
Yeah,
had that. I've had that in like isn't it kind of closer to like a paste? It's not really as runny as a sauce.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like-
called-
It is
Yeah,
very.
it's
It is
called-
definitely
It's like-
thick.
no,
It's
unless you
definitely
get
thick
it-
for sure.
They
You
come
can
in
get it
like
in the
that little,
bottles,
like,
though.
wax,
Yeah,
like,
it's not like syrup, like what you put
Right.
on pancakes.
You
It's
can
for
get
sure
it.
Super
thick.
good.
You can get
Mhm.
it in the bottle. Like have you seen it recently? So they have it in like bottles like
Those like squeezy bottles
the-
that you just like squish.
yeah, like
yeah.
the
Yes.
Mhm.
like they sell a lechera. Like
Mhm.
you can
They
get
Yeah,
lechera
yeah,
in
just
bottles.
like
call
that.
it dulce de leche or dulce de leche.
Well, dulce
Dulce-
de leche
yeah,
is le-
you're right.
is-
Absolutely
is
right, because that's
lechera, no?
what.
Yes. So they have two different ones, right? So they actually have like the dulce
The white
one, which
one
is
and the
like the
brown one.
actual. Yes, the brown one
Okay.
is what he's talking about, which is like a caramel.
I see.
The,
Yes.
the white one is just like condensed sweetened milk.
It's just condensed milk.
Yeah,
Yes.
we have both of those. And the
Mm.
condensed sweet milk, my sister and I would just like take the bottles and just
Straight
drink
up.
it.
Ugh.
Yeah,
So much
yeah.
so
Yeah,
that my
I see that
mom had
too.
to like start hiding them because she was like, "You can't. You're gonna get fat."
I used to do that too. And then like my family wouldn't realize until it was like time to start making cakes and shit, like right around
It
Christmas.
was all gone.
And then they'd be
Oh,
like, "Yo, we bought like 8 a couple months ago. What the fuck's going on?" I'd be like, "I don't know, man. Should probably go back to the store though.
Exactly.
Should probably go back to Super Saver, bro, and get some new shit."
Dude, Super Saver.
I remember.
Bro, remember when that shit came out? They had the little comic books. Bro,
Yeah.
that shit was the best. Super Saver all day.
That's funny.
Totally forgot about that. Wow.
Bro, I remember like when we were in North Indio, like in the res, and I remember we were getting mailer, like people was like fucking people were wrapping them in like the newspaper or whatever for the grand opening. So this was like weeks up until the grand opening of Super Saver. It was like a whole thing. We're all excited to go. We show up, fucking all the Mexicans in India over there, bro. It was
Hell yeah, they were.
crazy.
Hell yeah, they were.
Bro, it was, dude, it was like, it took us like a half hour to even get in the store. The store was fucking crazy. There's like mad doorbuster deals.
Whole
all
family
over.
outing.
Yeah.
Whole family
No,
outing.
it was like, it was me, my tias, my Maggie, my sister, and my little cousin. We all just fucking packed in 2 cars and went. It was crazy.
I bet you people were tailgating there, like
Bro.
indirectly.
Was Super
They-
Saver
it's-
Whole event.
Mhm.
Danny's parking lot off Monroe and 111? I'm
What's
trying to
up?
remember where it was.
What,
Mm.
Super Saver?
Yeah, where was
It's
it?
where the Cardenas is now.
Oh,
really?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
So it used to be Lucky's right there. The original
No,
Lucky's.
Lucky was
Dude.
No,
Lucky
that was the
down street,
original.
it burned down.
That was the original Lucky's that was right there, right? And it's all gone now. And then it was where Mathis Brothers is now. And then now it's Mathis Brothers, but Lucky's was right there, and it was already kind of failing before Super Saver took off. And once Super Saver showed up, it was like fucking done deal. Lucky's was like, all right, close the fucking doors.
Dude,
bro,
I
we're
totally
done.
forgot what was there before Mathis Brothers because that's been there
It was
for
Lucky's.
ever. Oh,
It was
okay,
fucking
yeah.
Lucky's literally moved from that spot. They're like, all right, we're too close to our competition, even though
Lucky's-
they moved like a mile down the street. all
Fucking
stupid.
awesome. It was so lucky.
Dude, they had the best ice cream.
And then
Yeah,
actually,
that's
you know,
great.
what my favorite one was, and I even got a fucking Harry Potter book there one time. Fucking remember Alpha Beta?
Yeah.
right there by the high school, and it was right by Indio High School. You know where Bank of America is?
Do you
Yeah,
remember?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alpha Beta was right
behind
there.
Indio High School. I
Yeah.
see.
And then it was Alpha Beta, like the whole time we were like maybe in elementary school, and then it turned into like Vaughn's or some shit.
Yeah.
No, it turned
And
into
then-
Albertsons.
Albertsons, yeah.
Do you remember when like Food for Less used to be at JCPenney's when that was like a mall?
Yeah.
Wait,
my
Food for
aunt
Less?
was there all the time.
Back
I
in
did
the
that.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Food for Less in Indio was a JCPenney's, and it was
Yep.
part of like
No. The
It
JCPenney was
was?
at that part
Yeah.
of the Indio Fashion Mall.
No, yeah, it was in the mall.
Yeah.
No.
I could've sworn it was.
JCPenney
It was,
by where the
100%.
Rite Aid is. Or
Wasn't it freaking Mervin's? Remember
No,
we
it-
used to have a Mervin's, or is
It
It
that
was
the
a
one in Palm
Mervin's.
Desert?
It was a
Yeah.
there was a Mervin's in Palm
on
Desert,
side,
and it's
and
called
the
Empty
JCPenney
House.
was there.
yeah.
Mhm.
But
That
the
little
pennies, the JCPenney's was always next to where Harbor Freight is right there. It was part of the Indio Fashion Mall.
No, man.
It was that
No,
whole
it's
end.
not.
you're
You're
not.
thinking of Sears.
You're not wrong.
No,
You're not
No,
Sears
no.
is Sears was
Yours is on the other side, but
JCPenney's was right there.
wasn't there a Saks though? Saks Fifth?
After it left the Food for Less spot, it went to the Indio Fashion Mall for a bit.
Oh, okay.
Damn. Then I don't.
talking
It
about-
wasn't a bit,
Where
bro.
Harbor
It was
Freight
there
is.
for.
Oh,
Harbor
you're
Freight
It was
right.
there for fucking years.
But I don't.
After it switched.
I don't remember it being where Food for Less.
Yeah.
Is, though.
Me neither.
It was a weird like outlet store, but I don't remember. So anyway, what I do
Harbor
remember is
Freight.
JCPenney was
Like,
definitely
Harbor
where
Freight
the Food for
Uncle.
Less is.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. I don't remember that at
Yeah.
all.
My
Yeah,
aunt
I
used
was
to go there
I was
all the
talking I was talking to Cynthia about the ice cream place inside the Indio Mall recently, and
yeah,
I was
bro.
like, dude, I guarantee you
goated,
go in there,
bro.
it's still
Still
there.
goated.
It's still there.
It's the only thing
guarantee you.
There's
still
like
there, bro.
3 stores in there
It's
only.
literally-
And the ice cream shop.
literally-
It's the ice cream shop.
It's literally Anchor
There's like
Blue
5
and the
fucking
ice cream
Mexican,
shop,
like,
and that's it.
closed doors with the
Anchor
mannequins
Blue.
with a big
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
Anchor
straight up
Blue.
Anchor
Fuck
Blue, that's
yeah.
it.
I mean, come on.
That's where I used to buy
Anchor
my
Blue,
Echo.
fucking-
It's better than the Palm
Shit.
Springs Mall.
Bro.
Pretty sad.
Anchor Blue was fire.
It was.
There's only like a third of the stores that are actually populated, right? All the ones that are in disrepair.
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna. What's that game that was like you'd fight all the dead shit? Dead or
Oh,
Alive, something like that. You
Left
can
4
play.
Dead.
Left 4
Yeah,
Dead. Yeah.
the one.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like when I'm at the Palm Springs.
Yeah.
Dude,
You know, I was just
when
at
we
the
were a kid.
I was just at the Moreno Valley Mall.
I remember like when we wanted to get high, we'd always go to Palm Springs Mall because it's so easy.
You could
like,
find the spot there
yeah,
for sure.
right away.
I'm recording, by the way.
Dude, so what? It's legal. It's California, son.
Okay, please tell me.
Yo, so we went to I remember we went to Moreno Valley Mall after we went to Kick and Crab. Kick and Crab was fire as fuck. You guys should go.
We have a bunch
Hey,
of
where
there.
is that, by the way? I didn't know there
Well,
was one
there's
here.
no, there isn't. It's Moreno Valley.
Oh, okay,
That's the
why.
closest one. So we went out there. And it
We
was
used to
super
live right
fire.
next to one, Andre.
Oh hell yeah!
We
Kick and
lived
Crab's
like
what's up.
2-minute walk from.
There's
the
a bunch.
King Crab
Isn't there
over
like 3 by you?
There's a lot of them here.
Yeah, there's a bunch by you, right?
Yeah. There's kicking
so-
crab and boiling crab, and they're like pretty much the same thing.
So
I like
we
the
did.
onion crab over by like Rosemead and like West Covina. And oh, sorry, it's a garlic crab. And he's
Ooh,
like
that
a little
sounds fire.
garlic, and he's got 2 little claws and like sunglasses.
That's cool.
Bro, I was so proud of myself. I broke the lobster tail out whole for Brianna. That shit looked fucking immaculate. We didn't
You
take
did-
I
any
always
pictures
find
though
that
because
so
she
hard to
destroyed
crack
it.
the stuff.
You did what?
I broke out. I broke out the lobster tail like completely whole for Brianna.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
It was delicious. And then we went over. I was like, "Yo, let's go to this fucking." I see there's a comic book shop like nearby. Let's go to the Moreno Valley Mall. Bro, there's so much anime everywhere. We went to FYE. Shit's all anime stuff now. It was dope. Yo, FYE is dope as fuck. It's way better than it was out here because
What does that mean? What is
For
that?
your entertainment.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
it was like
like a Suncoast.
yeah, like Suncoast, like you could go and buy like CDs and DVDs and like posters.
Like
and,
I feel like Suncoast kind of started as like movie shit and then kind of turned into like all pop culture stuff. And FYE did the same thing but started with music. It started as like a kind of like a Sam Goody type store and then just kind of like progressed and then it was just all encompassing pop culture stuff. So now it's like all anime because anime is super popular now. And there we passed like 3 anime shops on our way to the comic book shop. And I was like, and then the comic book store we went to was like the least
the
impressive.
most popular it's ever been.
And then box lunch, there's a box lunch in there, so we checked that shit out.
Oh, there's a box lunch here in Irvine, pretty cool.
Bro, I love box lunch. Shit's a little expensive, but it's good stuff. I have a couple of their.
What is
their
a box lunch?
I need to
I have
leave
a
it.
It's
so
like
box lunch is like
it's like Hot Topic for anime.
Yeah, but it's well,
Like
it's not
hot
just
topic
anime.
for anime.
It's not just anime,
It's
but
not
it's
topic for just like mainstream
pop culture. Yeah, it's like
Yeah, pop
they have a bunch of Harry Potter stuff. They have like Avatar
Oh, I see. I
stuff.
see.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Yo, I almost bought a fucking baby Gohan onesie because I had one there. It was expensive as fuck, and I was like, I'll get
Everyone
it.
I
Bro.
got.
I almost bought one for you too there, but I didn't.
Bro.
That's this one.
Go now. I'll go
And
with
then
you.
there's like a knife sword store there in that fucking mall, and I got to hold the fucking life
you
size
guys
replica
go
of
with
Anduril. That
Bro,
shit was tight.
Up to the Santa Ana Mall right here, the main place mall in Santa Ana. There's like 5 sword stores.
Bro, I want to go. That shit was
It's
tight
like
as
the
fuck.
main place mall is like every Mexican kid's like in middle school's dream. There's like 4 different anime shops, 5 different
yeah.
sword shops. Like it's wild.
Yo, and then I wanted to go to round 1, but Julian was being a little bitch and wanted to go home, so we didn't go.
Oh, bitch.
And then we'll walk back to the elevator and then.
But yeah, I honestly should have had them take a picture because the lady was like, "Oh yeah, do you want to like?" She took it off the wall. She was like, "You want to hold it?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, I do." Fucking Flame of the West, hell yeah. And then no one took a picture, and I just put it down.
Well, it was
That shit's
weird.
big
Wait,
as
she
fuck. That's
did
like 5.
take a picture
5
or
feet.
no one took a picture?
No one took a picture. I just like held it.
Aw.
I just held it for the feeling.
Like,
I was like, yeah. That sword, that actual life-size replica is so fucking big. It's like 4 feet long.
Hey,
Dude, it's like my entire body almost.
to the
Yeah.
observatory. Over there.
There is-
Sorry, say that again, Ronnie.
Apocalyptica is coming.
Isn't that
to the
like
observatory.
some band that?
Oh, they're a metal orchestra.
Oh my
Yeah.
They're
Pretty
swords
cool.
with cellos, and they do like fucking.
yeah, that's
Yeah, it's pretty wicked.
Yeah, I remember those guys.
They're coming back. You're making a comeback.
Yeah.
They're leaving right now.
Is he big? Is he hefty? Is he coming back? Oh, bro, yeah, that shit is 52 inches long. That's a fucking big ass sword.
What is it?
Anduril,
That's cool.
52. Damn, I'm 59.
52 and 7/8, so almost 53. That's fucking
Is that
damn.
Aragorn's like sword, the one that's all broken?
Yeah. So it was Narsil before it got broken, and then when he has it reforged by Elrond, he renames it Anduril, the Flame of the West.
Nice.
Ander L
Anduril, so Anduril.
URIL. It's also an industry company. I don't know.
Oh, is it what?
It's just like a real life company.
I bet it's from fucking Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
They do construction. I don't know. Oh shit,
Maybe the founder's a big ass
dude,
nerd.
that's
Is
a
the logo a
badass
sword?
blade.
Because I bet the logo's a sword.
No. It's just like a regular
Oh.
ass company.
They
But
probably get sued if
yeah,
they
that's
did.
that. Anduril sword looks really cool.
Bro, it was dope as fuck.
I'm surprised you didn't know it, Julio.
Babe, send it to me.
You know all this shit.
Not
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, you don't
Well,
like Lord of the Rings?
No, I actually love Lord of the Rings. I mentioned Cynthia to once that I was like, I really want to do a watch party for
Let's do it.
Lord of the Rings from
Bro,
beginning
let's
to
look.
end.
No, and we're going full on director's cut. Like none of that pussy
Oh,
shit.
shit.
and to
going
be
4
completely
hours at a
honest,
time.
I'm more
Okay.
like Lord of the Rings than Star Wars.
Okay, so I had Star Wars was like my
Yeah.
first love in a
Oh
sci-fi
my god,
fantasy,
no.
but fantasy took over. Like once I started reading like the Lord of the Rings books and everything, it's all fantasy all the way for me. I still love Star Wars and I read a bunch of the books growing up and stuff, but yeah, it's all fantasy for me.
Yeah, dude.
Once I read-
The Hobbit is my favorite book of all time.
That was awesome.
Bro, Hobbit's legit.
The
I
real
loved,
Hobbit, not the Peter Jackson Hobbit. That's like
yeah, I
500.
loved honestly, I loved the Silmarillion once you get through everything just because of
The
like
Silmarillion's a little taxing, man. I mean, the story
okay.
is really good, but the way he writes it is
So,
like, oh my
it's
god.
it's super taxing, especially the origin myth portion, the very beginning.
Well, that's the really important shit.
No, I know, but no, I'm saying like just like the beginning of the world. Like obviously once you get into the war of the Valar, I think that's way more interesting. But I'm talking like just Yuvatar creating the Valar and everything. It's a little.
It's pretty awesome. I mean, the thing is, like, I think that if he had just written it not in like super prose style, it would have been like
That's
Much
okay.
easier to read.
I'm kind of right there with Tom because like that's my favorite thing about him, but also like my least favorite thing about him.
So
Yeah,
Because like
that's
I think he's one of the best
So-
writers that like
so
I've
here's the
ever
thing.
read. But like
The Silmarillion was not published when Tolkien tried to do
Yeah,
it because the publishing company was like too Celtic. We're not doing this shit.
what
That's why
yeah,
it came
it
out
is
way later.
it is very I think for a lot of people, it especially the very beginning, jumping right into the thick of that origin myth story, it's very monotonous to get through. You don't really get a really good payoff until the end of that chapter, and then the war actually starts, right? And then you get the creation of the races, and then shit gets really going. And then if you followed it that far, once you get into
Noldor being dissonant.
the null, yeah, the exactly the Noldor, like that, their whole story. If you've lasted that long, then that's it. Like you're in it for the rest. Like, dude, the craziest shit. Like obviously the creation of the Silmarillions. I loved that whole story. That shit was tight.
Like how
bro,
the elves
still-
in the Silmarillion are like evil as fuck.
bro, and then dude, still my favorite fucking. I still think about this fight like at least once a month.
Kick him.
Fucking Fingolfin versus Morgoth at the fucking
Oh, hell yeah.
the gates of Angband, bro. And he fucks his whole shit up. Like not even he just fucks his whole shit up. Like he
There's some really
wounds
good
Morgoth
artwork for
so
that, too.
bad. He wounds him so bad that he basically never goes to battle again after that in person.
Yep.
Like fucking ridiculous.
Have you seen all the artwork that has been produced about that?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
so
good
I had an edition of one of the paperback editions that had some of the artwork at the end, and then after that, like once we got fucking DSL, I was just looking up shit all the time.
Sure.
It was all fantasy artwork.
I've got a couple books that have a lot of artwork in there. If you ever come over, I can show you them.
Fuck yeah, bro! I would love that. Bro, honestly, that's just
I have all the shit too, so we can do it at my place and 85-inch TV. So
yo,
Hell yeah.
yo, and then
God damn,
you,
85-inch
and then
TV.
what's amazing too is like, so obviously you have like Fingolfin, which is not arguably, he is the single most effective combatant in the whole Silmarillion, right? Like he
Yep.
makes everybody look like a toddler after that, right? But then you have, once you get into the humans, like you have Hurin and Turin, right? Like Hurin, like that dude was so fucking bad. He held a whole bridge by himself, and they literally had to just keep throwing orc bodies at him until he couldn't swing his axe anymore. And then they fucking tortured his ass for like 100 years or something stupid like that.
Damn.
Yo, and then he came out and he was still a badass, old as fuck. And he comes back, his fucking son's dead, his daughter's dead, and he was like, shit.
Yo, real quick, Andre,
Bum City.
see that fucking Kimura on RMMA?
Mm-mm.
Ouchies.
Hold on, I'll fucking look that shit up right now. Are we waiting? Are they eating right now?
No,
No.
he went to go get the food.
Okay, cool. So I figured that they'll eat and then we'll go back to playing.
I mean, I'll eat and play. I don't really care. I just want to.
Okay.
But
Um,
I wait, bro.
is it like at the top or what?
Yeah, probably.
Is it graphic?
Very. I'll post it
Oh,
in the Discord.
Ew, no. No.
don't
Horrific submission at Cage Wars. Is that what we're looking at?
Posted
Yeah,
in our
Just
I mean
make
not
sure
our
you
sport,
do it.
sports shit.
Spoiler.
Sports shit and shit.
Oh.
Just
Well,
edit
it
and-
says NSFW spoiler, NSFW warning. for
Ooh, he going for
Yeah,
it.
but
He's
you can
going for it.
edit
I
it.
see it. I see it.
put spoiler
See it
on
right there. Oh no. Oh no.
Don't describe it, please. Some of us are not interested and don't want to know.
Oh, hold on.
Oh my god.
These are the ones that are watching.
Oh shit.
Honestly, the one at Combate with the girls was worse, but that's still
Bro.
terrible.
Ugh. That was
Yeah,
rough.
that does not sound
That was rough.
fun.
Sometimes you just gotta tap, bro.
Sometimes you just gotta tap. That's why they say tap or snap.
Straight up.
Yeah, it's a common saying.
I'm sure it sounds better in Portuguese.
Yeah.
I don't think it rhymes.
Nope.
No, I'm sure there's probably a colloquialism that
Yeah.
rhymes and sounds cooler.
Quebrar.
Quebrar, yeah. Tapar or quebrar, yeah.
God damn.
It translates as Tokyo Inkash, which Inkash is not.
Gotash.
Inkashi is like fit, isn't it?
Yeah, fits.
So it's saying snap like
Kashi?
snap. It's wrong.
Yeah.
Inkashi.
Yeah, well,
Say it
that's
again?
weird about English.
Inkashi.
Inca.
Inkashi.
You say that in Spanish.
Encajar, I think.
Encajar.
Encajar?
That's like
To stab?
yeah, but like
No.
I think it's like encajar to me is like
Fit in.
with like a needle.
Yeah, so like fit in exactly.
Yeah, in Portuguese it wouldn't be. It'd be like a Lego.
Yeah, like you're snapping
Lego?
together, snapping something together, right? So you like put a Lego.
Oh,
Oh.
snap together.
Oh, for us, it's not snap together. It's more like a small stab. Encajar is to like kind
Encajar.
of poke in.
Yeah, and there you go. I think that's what it would be. Encajar
Mhm.
is like poke.
Hmm.
Lo tienes que encajar aquí.
Le encajó las uñas.
Mundo.
Mhm, there you go. It's a good one.
All right, so we need to find a Brazilian who does BJJ and ask them if there's one, because Google's not telling me. They just keep trying to translate what I'm putting in.
Who read it? I said to Reddit.
How crazy?
Oh yeah, I'm
is-
sure Reddit says it
I
somewhere.
never even looked.
Oh, I'm
What?
part of it.
Are you?
I'm part of our Brazil.
Is it crazy?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
So I typed in Brazil in the search bar on Reddit. The first one is Brazil.
Mhm.
Second one is Brazilian girls. The
Oh my
third
God.
one is Brazilian goddesses.
Damn, click
Okay.
that one.
Fourth one's
Click that
Brazilian.
one.
Brazilian kissing.
What?
What?
Something different of
Yeah.
Brazilian kissing.
What is that?
Just people who claim to be Brazilian kissing or something.
Okay, let's do the Brazil subreddit.
Is it like
top
French
of
kissing
all
but
time.
Brazilian kissing? No, that's weird.
Ronnie probably like this one.
That is very weird.
Just don't go to Brazilian
Dude.
waxing. That's not what you think it is.
I know exactly what that is,
yeah.
and that's not a subreddit I want to
Tail?
explore. Dude, I need to fucking trim my
Here's
beard. Look at
before,
this
here's
shit.
after.
Oh god. Lost in that thread.
Dude, I need to fucking trim this shit. Look at this.
Yeah, do that, bro.
No, you don't. You need to grow it out.
No, mine's gross too. I gotta trim
Yeah,
I
grow it out
Yeah, you
as
do that,
long
bro.
as possible and then braid it.
Oh my God, guys, there's this guy at the gym that I see, and he has literally like straight gray beard, not even like salt and pepper, just straight
Sick.
gray. And it's just too like, okay, I have to show you
It's like too
They're
straight.
taking a picture of him.
You took a picture.
like this.
Oh,
Wow. that's
Oh,
cool.
like he just
Oh,
like
like
styled
two
it down
pickles?
like that, like two
there's
forks.
there's a separation
fork?
down the middle, and it just goes like this.
Wonder if
Like
I
a
could
that's
do it.
goat?
pretty fucking metal.
Like a coat, yeah.
Like,
Like a, like a pair of
Angel
pants.
Art, but
No,
two of them?
mine
That was
mine just
fast.
wants to like stay fucking right here. I bet I could.
That was pretty fast, dude.
So I don't know what this is, but the top.
It's very
was-
full.
That was
Andre.
fast as fuck, boy, Dave.
This is
Thank
fucking
you.
dog.
Chegou a hora, vamos levar o
I still need to trim it. It's been too
Yeah,
long.
what she said.
Alright, I'm leaving the food
He has a
for you.
mango. Obama? I want to be Obama. Obama. Thanks, Obama.
I like the guy from what was it, K-Rock? He was always like,
Yeah. K-Rock used to be there.
yeah, way back in the day, like 22 years ago.
Striker just left recently.
Radio lol.
Lol.
Wait.
Brr.
Lord of the Rings watch party when?
Oh, yeah,
I don't know. Let's do it.
I'm down.
Super down.
Day one. We gotta set day one. Are you not gonna do it all in one day, right?
No, there's no way.
There's no way.
I mean,
yeah.
We can.
I was gonna say, yeah, I was planning on it.
That would like make sense.
Literally
Probably
all
about 8
day.
hours, something like that.
Whole
It's like
work
a work
shift.
day.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings watch party.
Oh hell yeah, one day.
Maybe even
No,
less.
no. If we do,
If
you do
Andre,
directors-
we did that at Carlos's one time.
if you do director, yeah, you can't do all of them though. If you do director's
I did.
editions, director's cuts, they're all 4 hours.
Who's
Oh,
that?
are they? Doesn't
Yeah.
feel
Oh, hold on. Who's that?
because that's the only ones I have.
Yeah,
Hold on.
director's cut.
Hello.
Yo.
Hey,
What?
hey, you missed some cool fucking prayer
Hey.
shit.
I was in
Hey.
the I was in the YouTube stream.
Oh hell yeah, you saw it?
Gotcha.
You see
So
my
you're all
guilt-ass
caught up.
moment, bro?
Good.
I heard you guys needed a cleric.
We did.
Yeah.
Feeling,
He would
Yeah.
know all this glowy shit.
feeling
Yeah.
like shit.
Tom, attach your foot to the glaive on the cart so you don't roll off.
No, on a rope, not like they didn't put the glaive through
We're
it.
just like
Yeah, on a
dragging
rope.
him.
And we made sure you were nice and warm.
Because it's snowing.
Well, Dawn did anyway.
We're going there.
No, Ragongar was the the foot guy.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
He went to go check out your feet.
Mhm.
This is cool. Where'd you get there?
Something got it from
Where'd you get there?
San Diego.
San Diego.
He's a Will's vagina.
So we're ready to go now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
D&D mukbang.
Is Edgar
Yeah,
here?
so
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
quick,
Had
He
to go.
snuck in here.
Tom,
He
real quick.
He woke up.
I hope you're
So-
feeling better.
Woke up.
The director's cut
Yeah,
for first movie is 3.5. The second one is 3:45, and then the third movie is 4 hours and 10 minutes.
Man, I just feel like it flies
11
by.
hours.
so
Dave's not
fast.
gonna sit through all that.
There's no way there's no way that's a single day.
Dave is for sure not
fucking way.
doing
Yeah, no. Dave's not-
I'm not
Dave's
doing
like,
that.
what? Did you see his face? His face. He was like,
It was like, hell no.
That was too perfect.
11 hours? Are you kidding me?
yeah, fuck that.
Are you playing, Edgar, or are you just hanging out?
Me, I'm playing.
Cool.
Sweet.
Hey, are you
Oh.
sick?
Awesome.
I am. Yep.
Damn.
Oh man.
Hey, you sick as
I'll get
we
him
sick as fuck, bro.
Edgar.
Metal,
Metal.
metal.
Yeah, you guys, you know what? I think I'm coming down with something here myself.
up. Yeah.
With the sickness.
All right, guys. Yeah.
These all sound appropriate.
Let me get
Okay.
back into sharing. There we go.
Having come to there's a couple conclusions. Still lots of questions open in the air. You guys kind of gather yourselves and prepare yourself to trudge onward to the final stop on your destination. You gather that you're about a day's journey away from, well, about like half a day, I would say, from Icespire Peak, or Icespire Hold, sorry. Who is leading the carriage? Who's driving?
I am.
Gongar was driving.
I will this time too.
Gongar and
I'm going side by side with Boney Tony.
There's 2 horses.
Yeah, I know.
And
Oh,
whenever
yeah.
the
sitting on a carriage kind of thing.
whenever the terrain ends up like changing, can you describe it, Ronnie?
Yeah, so right now you guys are kind of in the hills of the mountain range. It's not too like treacherous by any means, but it's a little bit harder. There's some elevation changes. Like I said, there is snow that is lightly falling, maybe just like an inch or two on the ground. But the fog is very thick. The air is very cold. I need whoever is driving to give me a
Nice.
survival
It's
check.
like a not sweet spring.
One of you guys can do so with advantage, or you guys can both roll one. All right.
Why don't you just help me with this one, Tom?
Sure.
Okay.
You said survival?
Horrible nat 3,
Rolling again.
and that is a nat 20.
Cool. As you guys are traversing the path up into the mountains, you it starts to get a little bit more treacherous as you get into the actual mountain range and out of the hills. The wind is howling and rough on your skin as it is just you're just having to kind of force your way through the weather. The snow is a lot thicker and deeper. You're having to take bigger steps as you walk along. The horses are struggling.
Are we going up already at
You
this
guys
point?
are gaining elevation. Yeah.
Okay.
It is a very steep pass. Not a whole lot of room on either side of you have like mountain wall on one and then like a cliff side on the other. Give me Blast. Are you up ahead or are you kind of trailing behind?
You're on Bony Tony? Please.
Give him 1 second. Oh, he's
What is
Yeah.
Tony Rigatoni?
Well, we'll say for the sake of this, he's behind you guys at the moment. Vox and Ragongar, I need you both to give me a perception check.
10.
11.
Okay.
But passive 15.
With a passive 15.
I've got passive 13.
Okay. It's passive 15. It's fine. You see through the fog 3 very large silhouettes off in the distance. As you get closer and closer, they get a little bit bigger and bigger.
I'm sorry, did you establish what time of day or night this was?
Right
Right now?
like late afternoon.
What are they? What do they look
3 large silhouettes.
of? What? Like, does it look like a
You're-
monster
you're
silhouette?
too far off to
Humanoid?
tell. You're too far.
Not even. Can't even tell if it's a
You
humanoid.
got an 11.
They're monstrous.
It's very hard to see. It's very hard to see through a train.
They're monstrous.
They look
though.
like
I mean,
amoebas.
they're big.
They're big. They're not, they're not huge, but they're much bigger than you.
You say they look like
A
amoebas?
lot.
That's what I said.
Mhm.
Much bigger than you.
Should we dismount? Should we stop? Let's stop the horses.
Are they like in the path? They're like on the path straight ahead of us?
Yeah.
Stop the horses.
Can we tell if they're going towards us or away from us?
You cannot.
They're definitely not friendlies being up here.
Do we see any rocks up on the mountains?
Like on the mountainside that might fall.
It's hard to really tell. The snow is falling so harshly. The fog is very thick. You can't really see more than like 20 to 30 feet in front of you.
I almost feel like we should send Bony Tony in because he won't die.
I mean, he's already dead, so.
Yeah.
Can he die again?
Well, I guess at this point we'll come to a stop. I'll halt the horse.
Mhm.
I'm going to share with the group. There's 3 large figures ahead. Not sure it's wise to just approach them.
Waltz in on there. Oh, good.
Oh, I might actually have something.
All right,
But
Turtle.
I mean, I don't know how well.
Give us the spyglass through.
Let me see.
Use the eye that doesn't hurt, please.
She's looking through the fucked up eye.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not dumb.
Yeah, I don't have. I
So
thought-
as Blast kind of is following behind the carriage on Bony Tony, you guys
Tony
halt
Rigatoni.
and he kind of comes up beside you guys. What do you guys saw?
Exactly what we saw. There's some big ass shit up there. I don't think it's wise for us to go up there and just, stroll in because it looks like it might be dangerous for all of us.
I don't.
Blast. Do you see anything up there?
What do I see?
Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he gave us a kind of description on the terrain. Looks like the terrain vision is a little obscured.
Okay, let's see.
I should have made you guys disadvantage right now.
Perception. Ooh, it's gonna suck. All right.
It's passive. You just passive.
That's a 1.
Andre, you failed me.
I got a 2 and an 11.
You see what
No, sorry, it's a 3. If that makes any
through
difference.
through the like just roaring winds and the almost sleet kind of just like impacting you. It's kind of hard to see, but from what they've told you, you gather that there are 3 very large figures ahead of you.
Is there something around us where we could climb? Exactly where we're at? To
Just,
either side?
just the mountain.
Who can't
Cliff
climb the
side.
mountain?
It's a very hard climb, but you can try.
Well,
Um,
I'm a good climber.
Fox Aslan, it might make sense for you to use those new slippers
You're absolutely right.
and walk up the side of the mountain and get a little closer if you can.
Okay.
And is this the way that we're going if we can get there with Vox? Because if we want to take his way, I have shoot, let me check. I do have my rope, 50 feet, and piton.
Oh,
to
yeah.
tie it off with, and so he can take it with him and plan it. But I'm making sure that his way is the actual way that we're all headed.
And it might make more sense just for us to halt and have him move forward a little bit and try and get closer and see what these figures are.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess that's actually a really good plan. All right. For the piton, I mean, would I need like?
Can you
something to
remind me
drive it
what
into
the
rock?
piton is?
It's like a spike that you stab into the wall, so you can like tie rope to it.
It's
or you
what
can use
people
it to
that are
climb.
mountain climbing
Oh,
use.
mountain
Yeah.
climbing. Okay.
Yeah, it's like the claw that like when you throw a rope and like it like clink and like it sticks
I
into the
see.
rock. That little
I see.
little
Okay.
thing, yeah.
The Batman thing.
It's like children.
Is that something like I would need a hammer to hammer in, or could I just like jam it into
Yeah,
the
you need a
rock?
hammer.
Can you just do it with
You
force?
didn't make a hammer.
You're pretty
need a
strong,
hammer.
no?
Does anybody have a hammer?
I do.
I do as well, yeah.
Okay.
I give you my
So
hammer.
I guess I'll say that Blast, I really like your idea. Gone, I also like your idea. Give me an end of the rope. You guys hang on to the other one. I will climb up there, drive the piton in, and in case you guys need to come in and help me out or save me, you'll have a good leverage point to like maybe swing in, like, to where you could get in there pretty quickly if you needed to. And I'll try to get a better look.
Cool.
Okay, I'll do that. I will use my spider slippers because they give me a climbing speed. Jinx, can't you climb as well?
I can do it on my own, yes.
Come with me.
Will do.
All right. So Jinx and I will
I gave her a mushroom.
spider climb up the wall. I'm holding one end of the rope. How long is the rope? 50 feet, right?
Yeah.
So I'll
That's
kind
correct.
of go to like where almost it's the end of the rope, just climbing up the rock. When I kind of reach the end of that rope, I'll drive in the piton with the hammer, kind of stealthily. I want to try not to attract too much attention, but I figure since there's a snowstorm, there's probably like some good noise in the background that will help. Yeah. And so I'll drive in the piton. I'll tie the rope to it. Based on where I am, because I'm going like kind of at a diagonal angle, 50 feet almost there. So I was going to tell you, there's like plenty of food if you want any. And so from where I get to that point and driving the piton, I'm looking at the rope and I have everything driven in. Do either Jinx or I see anything like? Do we get a better angle at all, or is it the same?
Okay.
It's like 50 feet diagonal.
We
Like
have the high ground.
Well, you
I
Only
say
have-
45 feet. 45
How
feet.
much is your walking speed?
Oh,
30 feet.
How much 400 feet is equal to?
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, and theoretically, in a segment, I'd be able to walk 30 feet.
Sure, so you can walk 30 feet. Are you following with him, Jinx?
Yeah, I'm using my feline agility, so I can walk normal speed because it makes me walk double speed, but with this tough terrain, it'll just do normal speed up.
Okay.
I also have my earthen climbing.
Oh, that's right. You have your
Yeah.
Genasi shit.
Mhm.
If it's earth terrain, you're not hindered by physical terrain.
Right.
That's just rock, son. That's earth as
You're
fuck.
able to move 30 feet. You get a little bit closer. Are you driving the Pitten into the? I don't know the.
I don't know
I
what
need
it
to
is
look at
either.
the humanoid
Pitten?
Pitten,
I think we've said the word pitten just like way too much
now.
now.
Oh, it's not.
I think that's actually how it's pronounced,
Then
right?
you might be Titan. Then yeah, you might be right.
Like
Titan?
Titan? No.
That just
with
sounds
AN.
weird.
Let
like
me-
Python?
So anything that's earth or stone, I can move across normally. Piton. Okay.
Piton?
Piton? No, I don't like that.
I mean,
Google said,
I don't know if this is gonna. Oh, is that really?
yeah,
Oh yeah, I see it. It has a little accent over the E.
yeah, Piton.
I would ideally like to get to the almost the limit of the
That's
rope
wrong.
where there's just enough
kidding.
like
Sounds wrong, right?
Say that again, Dave?
Piton.
No, I meant like say what you're trying to
You must
say
know
what you're doing.
I'm telling Ronnie that
Crack again, crack.
I
Uh-huh.
would ideally climb diagonally, so I'm about 45 feet away from the group,
Mhm.
along the stone wall, and then drive in the piton and tie the rope to it.
Got it. Sick. And we have the other end of the rope, yes?
Mm-hmm.
And as he's doing that, I'm gonna pull out my own length of rope and tie it to the end of his so that we have more rope because I mean diagonals, I mean it's
Yeah.
not we need as much rope as we can get.
Diagonally.
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 Hey, I swear to God though, that didn't sound good, but like did not sound like Nocturne Alley. Magic is stupid.
Magic is stupid.
So you guys are able to scale the cliffside and cliff face and move your full movement, get the Piton in, attach the rope. What do you do?
Do I get any more visibility or is it the same still?
It's roughly the same. You get a little bit closer because you
Okay.
are kind of moving diagonally. They essentially just get a little bit bigger.
Still shadowy.
Still just kind of like amorphous blobs,
Okay.
as far as you can tell.
Can't hear anything.
The howling of the wind is just so like loud.
Can we hear what
You
the
have to, like,
howling
yell
sounds
over
like?
like over the wind to even communicate with each other.
Oh.
Thank you.
Sounds like Shakira from that one song.
Oh my God.
Jinx, how do we do this? Should we just get in and get a little bit of a better view? Oh, I have my pass without trace.
Also, I have I can make you invisibility, someone else aside from me invisible as long as I concentrate. That's also an option.
Why don't you do
Fucking
that?
cool.
Yeah.
That's like zero fail almost.
Because I have to concentrate, but yes.
It's
Where'd they
better
go?
than my
Like
pass.
falling rocks and
It's
icy
better than my
wind.
pass without trace. for
Just
sure.
make sure you're not focusing on anything else, and you should be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
you
just
wanna
trying to
make me
read the
invisible and
details,
I'll go in
yes.
there and see if I can get a better look.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm just looking for the
You have to.
here it is.
You have to be in range of him.
I want to hear.
Concentration up to 1 hour. It has to touch range.
Well, that's to initiate the
We're
spell.
right
Okay, yeah.
next to each other right now anyway.
Until the
Yeah, but
spell
I-
ends. Anything the target is wearing, carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person. The spell ends on the target that attacks or casts a spell. Yeah.
Okay, no, then that's just like a touch to initiate, and you're invisible up until your concentration is nice.
Up to an hour.
Explain me how it happens.
Thanks, DM.
Ooh.
Then I like do my cat paws and I like, and then I just go reach out there and I touch him.
Ah!
You're all, where'd I go?
And then he
Where'd I go?
instantly just all becomes invisible.
But as you reach to touch him, you just go. And then yeah.
Back, back, back.
I do think
She goes up and just like.
Yeah.
But it takes 3 times, so it's
There's
Yeah. Now you're invisible.
No, she's all, shoot.
You're welcome.
I'll wait. So I do think Vox minorly freaks out where he's like, oh shit, where am I?
And then you're like, I can't see.
After that initial kind of shock, I'll leave the rope and the piton is there. And I will start to get closer. I mean, it's hard to say like how far I go. I mean, I'll move maybe 5-10 feet, see how it looks, and maybe go a little bit further depending on how they look.
So I will say that if you move your full movement,
Okay.
you will get to a spot where you would definitely have a better idea of what it is.
Okay.
Or what they are.
Are
Are you still like trying to attach this rope to the side of the cliff so that
it's already attached.
So
So
you're-
it's done. It was done before she.
And he left it there.
the one.
Yeah, the one. Oh, well, I don't know how many I have.
don't know
I
either.
figured it was just
That's
one.
all.
I thought it was one.
No,
So-
we have 10 at least.
Okay, well the one. Okay, it was
Each
kind of
person
late
has
now.
about 10.
I mean, I guess I can go back. I don't know. We put the one.
so if I could describe it, like my thought of what a piton was like that little hook that you put at the end of the rope. So it was like you stick it in and then tie the rope to the piton and then just
Yank
throw the
it.
rope down and it's like a claw thing and you
Yeah.
just climb up it. But
It's more like a spike. It's more just like
Okay.
a big nail that you would like hammer into the rock.
Think of like when you're doing sewing and you put the thread through the needle. It's literally like that. The needle is the piton, and you put the rope through it.
But it's way stronger than a needle.
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
it's like
yeah.
yeah, he's
No,
just describing it. I gotcha.
Rock climbing.
Okay. Yeah,
So
when I
it's
looked it
not
up,
piton.
it seemed like it was a little bit different than what I had in my head too. So
Well, I mean, if
okay.
I have to use a hammer to nail it in, it seems pretty
Yeah.
strong.
No, it is.
There's
Right,
a
right.
piton in the rock.
And it'd
there's
be
a
pure
bow tie,
You know
stone,
what?
right?
and
Then
arrow on the other end.
then let's do this. Because you have your own and I have my own. You have your 10, I have my 10. So then what Gon will do is I can start first up the rope, and as I'm going up, I have my own hammer, my own pitons, and I will just go up and hammer in pitons like left and right, essentially making it so that it helps as like a stepping up. to
Oh,
use
like
it.
yeah.
So, yeah, and as you hammer them in, they echoes across the
Uh-oh.
mountain range.
Uh-oh.
And I at
And you
the
gather that although it's very loud, the wind does give you a little bit of like coverage as far as like noise suppression.
and I will say after the third one, I'll still do that whole like take a step and just kind of like listen to it echo and give it a moment before I start the next one.
Vox Assassin, as you have moved your full second set of a movement, you get a little bit closer and you see now that they're definitely humanoid in shape. You still can't quite make out exactly what they are, but they're definitely humid, very large.
Amoebonoid.
How far ahead am I?
Animorphs.
Do I know?
You would
And
run your like. what is
But
it,
how far are they
30?
from me?
From you, they're about like another 60 feet.
Okay.
Well, hello, neighbor.
That's okay.
So I'm
Sorry, that caught me
out
off guard.
60 feet from the group. There's another 60 feet to the guys.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do another 30 feet.
Okay. Are you hammering pitons in?
No, not
I
anymore.
feel stupid saying pitons.
Yeah, I
know.
think we've said it just way too
I
much.
Fighting, but
Hit it.
I don't like it.
No.
Like,
Yeah, can we just call them spikes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Let's do that, dude.
We all
I think-
know
Fucking
we're-
pitons.
I think that's what I heard Dave say.
Fucking climbing
Just call them
spikes.
spikes.
Yeah, let's do
Oh.
that.
I muted it. Cool. So are you hammering spikes?
No more pitons. The way I figured
Piton.
it is like at the height of the diagonal, I put the piton up here, and so they'd be able to like swing in
Does
a
it,
good
like, trickle down?
trickle down.
He's saying it. It's peeing.
Stop making Piton work or try to.
Stop trying to make it a
The
thing.
way I figured it is like they'd be able to get a good swing
That
in
is
and
so
be pretty
fetch.
close if they needed to be.
So
It's like a giant pendulum. But I'm not putting any more
Like
in.
the Aladdin game on Super Nintendo, when you grab the little like things and like
Sure,
swing.
Hell yeah, I remember that.
I mean,
Okay,
I
but
don't Sega
nothing
Genesis, but
anymore.
yeah,
Just-
sure.
I'm now stealth. I don't want to take any
Never
actions.
played
That probably
that.
revealed. So now I'm just like it's like espionage at this point. It's just like vision. I just want to see what they're doing.
Give me a stealth check with advantage.
Okay.
You move your bottle, Dave.
Oh. Nat 1. Nat 20.
No shot.
Yeah.
Let me
Pretty
see.
nice.
Show the
pretty
phone.
Nice. How do you want to do this?
You are able to like,
Kills him.
stealthily move without any notice.
Okay.
And in fact, as you get closer, you don't see the figures react to you.
Okay.
You're
And
able
so
to move completely stealth.
I'm about 30 feet away now. Do I see anything else about them? Any features? What are they wearing? Are they armored?
They're about twice the size of you.
Fuck.
Um,
That's like 14, 15 feet.
Does he know what they are?
Oh shit, that's big.
but they're about twice the size of you, humanoid. Oh, two of them have these giant clubs that they think you drag.
Fan clubs. Oh my god, are they giants?
One of them is a little bit. One of them is a little bit smaller than the other.
Bulls?
I mean, I really hope they
Yes,
are
well-
giants. Otherwise, they're
That one
mini
does.
something else.
Yeah.
Keith, what are you doing? You are up on this cliffside as well, holding onto these spikes.
So is it dark where they are?
It's not dark, but it's just you guys are traversing through like fog,
You know where I was going.
howling winds, and
It's dark.
I have dark vision, so can I see more clearly if I dilate my pupils really big?
well, give me a dilate your pupils roll.
Okay, I will give you a dilate my pupils roll.
No, you don't see anything more clearly. It's daytime.
I was totally gonna roll something, man. Okay.
You have to wait until the rain's gone.
Aw. Okay, can I like climb the mountain a little bit more to the right to see if I can like get closer, still in the top level, but to see if I can see them clearly?
You're a little bit too far. Dave definitely has the best vantage point.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, Dave's about 30 feet away from them, and I would, like I said, you're.
Where am I then?
You're about 30 feet behind me,
Behind,
but
yeah.
up.
Okay.
You're up.
Um,
You're like 30 feet, 40 feet, like up the up the wall, but you're like behind me still.
Yeah,
Okay,
remember he's invisible.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is there a plateau part? Is there something I can like?
No,
No.
it's just like a very steep grade, like cliff face. Like it's not 100% like 90-degree angle.
Right.
It's like 85-degree angle.
Is there any trees hanging from it?
No, this is a very rocky, sharp cliff, like mountain range, like just. Yeah, Balboa.
Damn, I don't know what to do in this case.
Oh.
I'll get like 20 feet.
I like somewhat got what Francine was saying over there.
What was
I can't. Yeah, Rocky Balboa.
Okay.
I thought Ronnie would get it, but you looked
Rocky
at me like I was
Balboa.
pretty hard.
That's something different, Andre.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So I just want to put my hood on because I would normally take an action if I'm in combat. So so that it could
Yeah, it gives you advantage on stealth check.
on dexterity and stealth. Yeah. Okay. So just that, and I'll get a little closer to him, but not enough to give away his positioning.
Cool. What are you doing, Gone?
So, during their whole interaction, would I have finally gotten up there? Would I have like?
You're up there.
hammered-
You're up there.
Okay.
Expecting the pitons in.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just
Kind of setting
finish.
the stage for the rest of the party. You know.
Yeah, so I'll finish up that and I'll get up there and just like really thinking about the whole noise that we're making, yet like we're still covered in wind, but I still want to be safe about it. So I will have Ravi come out of. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep him invisible, and whichever way the party wants to react to this is fine. But I'm going to send him down, and I'm gonna say, "Be careful. These winds are strong. Take it slow. Go down, and if you need to stop, you can stop." But I essentially want Ravi to go down, and through my abilities as a warlock, I can voice myself through Ravi, and I just want to voice myself through Ravi to the group and say, "Hey, the rope is set, the spikes are set. It's safe to come up whenever you're ready." And that's to everybody who's down
I'd
low.
like to tell Robbie that I'm a 600-pound turtle, and I don't really believe that.
Yeah, you might want to go last.
What's
Okay.
the party doing?
So, do I get this information from?
Yeah, does he hear?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
okay.
Okay. Ronnie, how do we want to do this? Because I can essentially make it so that
I get how we want to do this? Oh boy.
I
Fuck.
TPK.
Okay.
Just boulders and boulders. I need all of you guys to know.
Everyone dies.
I imagine that scene in Lord of the Rings when they're like climbing the mountain, the like fucking things are like throwing rocks at each other.
It's the mountains itself.
Yeah.
So cool.
So what do you want to do, Julio?
So in combat, I can forego my action in order for my imp to take an action, including an attack action. One thing I want to just make sure I'm able to do is, would I be able to cast a spell through myself to Ravi?
I would like to tell Ravi that I have a potion of climbing and that he doesn't need to worry about me.
Oh.
Okay.
Damn.
I was thinking I could use my staff, which is a lot more plentiful. But if you're okay with using the potion,
It's a little economic.
Wait, are you not using it on yourself?
I think he was planning.
I'm not
Oh, you
concentrating on anything right now, so I
There's
could
only one set of Spidey boots, or were there two
man,
sets of Spidey boots?
okay,
Just one, but I have a staff.
You do like a step. I thought you were doing your spider climb. For your next turn, you would have to do like a.
Oh, you just climbed out there?
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Well,
Next
so-
time, I'm gonna have to do an athletics check.
Oh.
Just so you guys understand, I was climbing the rope, and as I was climbing the rope, I was putting in the spikes so that whoever was going to climb the rope would make it easier. So I
Damn.
myself
Got it.
was-
So
So
you could've fallen.
you were enforcing that the
Yeah.
whole time. You didn't let.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
I mean,
reinforcing it for sure.
Nah, you a G for sure, cause that.
You
damn.
a G.
I mean, you're right.
I didn't do a check because I thought you were using your spider
Yeah,
climb
'cause
on yourself.
honestly-
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I didn't
That's something
make
I
it clear
expected.
that I
But that's
was.
okay. That's
using
okay.
that
We'll move
spell.
forward.
Okay.
Going forward, I'll have you do it.
Okay.
Let me see.
God damn, son.
I know, right?
I figured
We-
putting in.
Julio,
Yo, our
you
warlock's just fucking
Well,
hulking
just being
out.
fucking-
Here's
up there.
here's the thing is like I figured like in my head I would have put in the first spike, right? Then I would have gotten my footing,
Yeah,
held the rope with the footing on the first spike, and then put in the next spike, and then go from there.
Yo.
Hold on. Do you have music playing, Julio?
I do.
It's
Do you
light,
hear it or
yeah.
I don't hear anything.
Okay,
I
let
don't hear
me-
it either.
Let me.
Oh, I can hear it.
Let
Yo,
me raise the
it
volume
just- oh man, this is just super funny to me.
It
then. I mean,
sounds
no
sounds
way,
like
it's
like-
a little too loud.
One of our clocks.
It's more ambient music right
doing
now.
the
squishes.
work.
Yeah.
Doing the fucking work. We got two people over here with +7 to athletics, just chilling in the carriage.
Hey, it's cold, okay?
Cold.
Okay,
Me and
so
Big Ass
so
Punk are just chilling, just watching him do this.
They're like, yeah,
So-
it's fine.
It's like, all right.
I can go back down, and in order to make it quick, I can now cast spider climb on myself.
Okay.
Then go down, recast spider climb on Zabantik so she can climb up comfortably, and then make sure that she gets up there, and save her potion for a future use.
Nice.
What about Robbie?
I don't know if you can cast spells through your familiar.
He's not doing that.
I don't think you can.
No, he wasn't
I-
doing that.
No, that's what I initially wanted to try and do, but I was like just double checking, and I just can't find it, and I think I just made that up.
I can't find it either.
Yeah.
The Giants.
But I'm kind of open to it if
Yeah, well,
you know
yeah, there's,
in
like,
moderation. Or I don't want to like.
And like I said, like it's really not
Close.
like this is just something that I cooked up that I thought I could do, but it's really
Close.
Making
Uh,
shit
totally,
up.
totally.
They're not friendly.
so yeah. So and like I said, like the other option of like cat so just so you guys know, I have a lot of what's it called charges on my staff, so it's not that big of a deal.
I thought you were gonna say pent up anger because that's how you're fucking driving the pitons into the fucking mountain as you go.
You need climbing
Mad
spikes.
the whole time. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Guys, remind me to not let Gon get to 14th level.
Why?
Bonnie, don't let God
I think that's when I get that ability right on running.
Don't
What?
let it get 14th level.
Oh, you get it then?
When he
I
hits
don't
a
maybe.
creature with an attack, he can use this feature to instantly teleport his target through the lower plane.
Oh,
It
we,
appears and hurtles through a nightmare landscape. At the end of
Hell
the
yeah.
next turn, the creature returns from the space it previously occupied or the nearest unoccupied space. If the target is not a fiend, it takes 10d to 10 psychic damage as it reels from its horrific
Oh.
experience.
Yo, that happened in
That's
Marvel.
pretty epic.
What?
Yo, that's
He
a
does
fucking
like
Nightcrawler Bamf, but in slow
At
motion.
14th level, is that a lot of damage though?
10d10.
At 14th level?
10d10.
10d10. Dave, that's a
10.
lot.
10
That's
times
like-
10 max is 100.
I don't
It's
know.
a hundo.
That's max damage,
Wait,
obviously.
is that as an action?
Yeah, it's an action. He can do it once
Dude.
per long rest.
Dude, that's
Oh, okay.
yo, so that's a free ability basically that you use
Yeah.
once per long rest. That's
That could be
nuts.
a one shot.
I don't see anything about being able to cast spells through your familiar.
Edgar sent something in the chat. I didn't get a chance
I'll
to read
look
it all,
if somebody else wants to look it up
Yeah.
more.
I shared it. It's any spell with a range of touch. The familiar can do it.
Got
That's by
it.
definition of
As it's a
500.
touch focal point.
Cool. Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank
Got
you.
it.
Ah, okay. So then and my familiar needs to be at least 100 feet. Would it be 100 feet from the top of where I was at to
You're only
okay.
about like 60 feet from there.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll essentially cast and see, here's the thing is like I'm not casting it from myself, I'm casting it from the staff.
Yeah.
But I am attuned to it, so again, I
Oh.
want to cast
Oh.
I would allow it.
Will he though?
Tom will allow it.
Tom allowed it.
Ronnie
We're
said
good.
he'll let it go.
Yeah. Totally.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, then yeah, I'll cast Spider Climb on Zabantic, and I'll say, all right. Well, I hope this helps, but you are now able to climb up, with your own feetsies.
Little feetsies.
Big.
Claws grow out longer.
Her claws come out.
Talons? I don't know, but you can climb now. Claws.
Big ol' patas.
Thank you.
Oh.
I think Robbie.
You think Robbie? Okay.
That's who's talking to me, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
And then Robbie goes, "My work here is done," and goes.
Cool. What's everybody else doing? What are you doing, Sebastian? You were just imbued with this magical energy that allows you to climb on any surface like it was just a regular.
Like I'm a spider, right? So I just
spider.
make like a spider and walk up the damn.
Why is that the song? Why is that the thing? That's X-Men.
I would like to go.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. That was excellent.
Wait, is it?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Yes,
That's
it
the
is.
cartoon opener.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a
Okay.
throwback.
Anyway, yeah, Spider-Man song.
So I'd like to go up to where Jinx is. Is she somewhere that is?
She's a little bit further ahead of you. You can still only do your regular movement.
Okay, then I'm about 10 feet behind her.
Cool.
And I guess I'll just hang on here.
Yeah. What are you doing, Ragongar?
I'm gonna climb mountain.
Using the rope?
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
And the peak.
Gladly.
Does he?
No
Do
problem.
we get advantage for using the pitons?
Fucking climbing.
So I would say the spiker would allow you to do it without disadvantage.
16.
Without disadvantage?
Yeah, I mean,
Like
this is
regular.
a cliff face, like that would be hard. But you guys have tools
Okay.
that allow you to like traverse this. You still need to be
Okay.
able to hold on and pull yourself up.
But yeah, let me remove those spikes.
You're fine.
All right.
You're able to climb. What is everybody else doing?
I'm going to. So how far away am I from the three figures?
You're pretty far away still. You're like a full 60 feet, or sorry, 120 feet away.
Damn.
120 feet away. Okay. So, damn, there's no way I can communicate with anyone else, huh? The people that
You'd
are
have
on
to
the
yell.
cliff face.
You would have to yell to whoever you're trying to.
I have a way of communication. If you can give me body signals, that I will. I can do my like I.
Is
we can
anyone
speak through our minds?
looking? Is anyone looking in my direction?
Not me.
Just so you know, you're like behind the wagon.
Oh, I'm behind the wagon.
Yeah.
Oh, because there's only enough room for the wagon to go ahead of me, right?
Yeah. The actual path is only about like 10 feet wide.
So that
What-
wouldn't be enough for me to sneak by with Tony?
Yeah, you can get by it, but I'm just letting you know, like positionally, where you're starting.
Okay. So I basically want to get around the wagon, staying on Tony, obviously, because he has much better movement speed than I do. And then kind of look. How far away are my companions than me? Like up the cliff face?
So from the wagon, Ragongar is about 30 feet up on the rope. Gon is about like 50 feet or 60 feet up on the rope.
Yeah.
Jinx is a little bit ahead of him. The Bantic is about 30 feet up there, climbing just the wall, not even really using the rope. And you and Tybalt are the only ones kind of think.
Okay, so
Hey, the fuck up there.
okay, so I'm going
Can't even
to
Yeah.
okay, so I'm gonna turn to Tybalt and say, with all of them on the cliff face, it might be best to leave the wagon here and use my mount to inch our way forward. Maybe we can get a signal from our companions as to what those figures are. Tybalt?
One more time, sorry. What was that?
So I was saying that with how narrow the cliff face and the trail is right here, it may make sense to leave the wagon behind and to both climb onto Tony and just inch our way forward while keeping a lookout for any signals from our friends. Maybe they can determine what those figures are before we get too close.
Yeah, I think you're right. I will just keep my eyes open towards the front and see if I can make anything out while giving myself guidance to hopefully make out who they are.
All right, and then I'm gonna have you mount the horse if you're willing.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm not going to use his full movement. I'm only going to move, let's say, 30 feet up slowly while I keep my eye forward on the figures that I noticed, and hopefully Tybalt is trying to keep an eye on the figures as well as our companions up on the cliff face. Sound good? Edgar, we good?
Yep. I'm gonna keep the SA.
Okay, cool. Did you hear all that, Ronnie?
Yeah, he's right here.
Yeah, I'm right.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, so we're only moving 30 feet up and trying to be obviously it's a fucking blizzard or whatever the fuck is going on, and we're trying to be as stealthy as possible, but we're still moving down that trail.
Yeah, absolutely. And along the trail, you can move along just fine.
Yep.
So about how far would you say you went up?
30 feet.
Okay. Sure. Vox. You see these three towering figures. They're about 40 feet ahead of you. What are you doing?
How high up does the cliff go? As far as the eye can see?
immeasurable. It's
Okay.
it's fucking mountain range. Yeah. You don't see the top.
Hmm. Would I be able to maintain? Do I want to do this?
Oh, bro.
Have this since the beginning.
Not such a good day.
That won't work. Let's see. I'm about 30 feet from them, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess what I would do. To climb up. Okay, hold on. I need to visualize. So that if I'm like 30 feet like this, is it 30 feet diagonal directly to them? Like this? Like I'm here and then they're 30 feet straight diagonal down?
How high diagonally did you go initially?
55 feet. It was like, or no, 45 feet. It was pretty much to the maximum of the rope, and then I started going straight to the right or towards them, I guess.
Sure, yeah, it would be like 40 feet. It would be like 40 feet back down to the path where they are.
Okay. I guess what I'm trying to get at is I would climb a little bit higher, probably to where I'm about 50 feet above them. Like I'm going to go directly above at this point.
Sure.
And I am going to ready a web.
Okay.
Wait, would that break my stealth? To ready it?
Once you actually
No,
cast
not
it,
to ready
yes.
it, to
But
cast
once
it.
it casts,
cast,
yeah.
yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I understand that part. Okay, so I will remain stealth. I will ready the web in the event that any aggressive activity were to happen. So either my teammates attack somebody or they look like they're about to attack somebody.
Sure.
If either of those kind of triggers happens, then I'm gonna just fucking web their whole area there.
Absolutely. Roll me a d20.
Okay. That's the nat 8.
Nah.
Nice.
What are you doing?
Yeah, so I want to do Psychic Whispers,
Okay.
and I don't expend an psionic energy die this first time after a rest. After that, I do expend one, so just so you know that I'm not going to use one.
Yeah.
And so it's up to 3 creatures I can see. I roll 1 psionic energy die for a number of hours equal to the number rolled. And then we can telepathically communicate as long as we're still within 1 mile range within each other. So I'm going to choose Vox, myself, and then who is the furthest out, like from us? Is that
Well,
Blast?
I don't think you need to count yourself as a creature. It's 3 creatures
No.
you can see.
Aside from me? Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, unless you're playing a third-person version of D&D.
No. Okay, so
You can-
it'll
But essentially, like, you're within line of sight of Vox, Gon, and the Bandit.
Vox, Gun, and
Everyone else
Sabantic
is
are
a
the.
little bit further behind.
Okay, then I'll choose the 3 visible, and then I'll let them know. Hey guys, if we need to communicate, let's be as stealthy as possible. Communicate in here, and then I tell them who is in the call, who is in the
Who's in the call in the
Can
voice
they-
chat?
yeah,
Can
who's
they
in the voice chat?
communicate with each other, or is it just you?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna
Question?
ask that too.
Oh, creatures can speak telepathically with you, and you can speak telepathically with them. So I'm like the middle person.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hub and spoke.
Just that, and then I guess I'll move forward another 10 feet.
Alright, sure.
Oh, actually, well, I will ready psionic blades if there's an attack.
Cool. Roll a d20.
$16.
Gone. What are you up to?
Just enjoying the chilly morning. Or is it nightfall?
It's like mid-afternoon.
Okay. So yeah, from mid-afternoon, from up here, what is vision looking like for the people who are down low? Or what I mean by that is like, who can I see who's still down?
You can see Zabantic and Jinx just fine. What is your vision range?
Give me 1 second.
I know you have like Devil Sight or something, right?
That is correct. Dark vision, 120 feet. Devil's sight is just dark vision, but it can see through magic.
Got it.
Just say it one more time. We're dark vision and
One more time. Fucking scary. Okay, cool. So yeah, you can see. You can't quite make out Vox, but you know that he's there. Like you can kind of see like the image of
Shadowy.
him. Yeah, the
Yeah.
silhouette of him. You can't quite make out details, but like you know where he's at.
Yeah.
You can see Jinx and Zabantic and Regongard just fine. Blast and Tybalt, they're a little bit further behind you. Same thing with Vox, you kind of know that they're there, and just like having known that that's where they were, you can safely assume that it's them.
Yeah.
They're a little bit just out of your sight. Like, realistically, in this fog and wind, like 30 feet is kind of like as far as you can kind of really see. Like,
Yeah.
everything else is kind of hazy. You can't quite make out features.
Okay. Once again, the idea that I have in my head is that I could use Ravi to kind of reach to every single party member, and like you said, as long as I can see a silhouette of like the area that they're in, I would like to try and keep us all within the same amount of relay the same amount of information that we're getting as it happens, especially because like right now we're pretty spread.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ravi would have his own line of sight too, so he would be able to see the boys just fine.
Oh shit! Can he fly over there
Okay.
and see them?
I mean, technically yes. I just don't know if they would see him as
Oh right.
as a hostile. That's the. You know what? He is invisible, Ronnie. He is invisible.
Yeah.
You know what? And so with Vox, what action did he end up taking?
He is readying a web spell.
Okay.
Shoot.
Okay.
Any
So-
aggressive action from either you guys or them is going to trigger it.
Is anyone around?
I see. Okay, so he readied a web. Okay, I got it.
In a 20-foot radius.
And you know what? Okay, I have actually a pretty good plan now that Jinx is telepathically communicating. So here's what I'll do: is I'll have Ravi head towards Vox, and from where I am to Vox, how far would that be?
That's about like 50 feet.
Okay,
You make
so
good.
I'll get to Vox and I'll say, "Hey, it's
Bring Ronnie.
it's gone." Speaking through Ravi, I'm currently invisible. Let me go ahead and see what I can see through Ravi with my elvish eyes, and I will come back. And...
Not my elvish eye.
My elvish eyes.
So once I relay that message, I just want to make sure that Vox got that information himself.
Repeat it, Julio.
So Ravi flies over to you, but he's invisible, and I just say, "Hey, it's gone. I'm speaking through Ravi. Ravi's invisible."
Roll stealth check, Dave.
Oh,
I'm
okay. So
The last startles him, he slips, falls down.
He shoots the fucking web on accident. And you guys all
someone else.
Hey, now you're gonna have to roll for it.
yeah, I just say, "Hey, let me go check it out." But in case anything does happen, I see you yourself are ready.
What's Robbie's movement speed? What's his flight speed?
120.
Okay, so he could definitely get to him.
Oh,
Yes. So that's what I was thinking and asking about the feet too. So so once that happens, I will like to stay decently still away, but close enough that I can make out more than just a silhouette. So I want to see like features, I guess.
Yeah.
And so
How close do you want to get to them?
so Vox is 30 feet, you said, from them?
Yeah. Well, now,
He's-
yeah,
he's
I was.
50 feet up now.
At one point, I was about 30 feet away. Now I'm 50 feet directly above them. Straight up.
You got him, yeah.
Straight up.
Okay. Let me get to where Vox was initially, 30 feet away, and see what I can see there. And then from there I'll pick one more distance.
Yeah, so like I told Vox earlier, you see what appear to be 3 very large, very angry looking ogres.
You said 3.
3 of them.
Okay.
They're ogres.
Okay.
Large ogres. Okay. And I do remember you describing them with a club.
Yeah, 2 of the 2 big ones have clubs. There's one that looks to be a little bit smaller in stature. He doesn't have a club. He's kind of up ahead of them a little bit. They appear to have been like
Does just have one
like
head?
kind of in a line.
Or does he have two heads?
Ooh.
He might be a caster.
So what? Yeah. So yeah, so they are 3 very large ogres.
Okay. Let me get so I am
Let them know they have layers.
so that I am 10 feet away from them.
Okay.
Well, you're getting right
Like
up
an
there.
onion.
As a reminder, Ravi is invisible and he is not taking any action.
Absolutely. You can get up close, just within 10 feet of them if you'd like to.
Let's do it.
Do they have earwax?
I don't know. As Ravi gets closer and is kind of flying, he is invisible, so he can kind of fly up freely, without worry of being seen. You can see, for those that can see Ravi, or where he would be, you do notice that there's like a displacement of the snow as it's falling, where it is kind of flowing in this direction. As he moves through it, it hits him and the snow has to kind of move around him. You can't see him necessarily, but he's able to kind of fly around these ogres just fine. And through his eyes, you can see that they are frozen in place. The
Oh.
one in front is
Bro.
completely missing the top half of his torso.
Oh.
It looks like there's just a giant bite having been taken out of it.
So
Son,
just
we
to be
we
clear,
spent
all
an
3
hour doing this shit.
all 3 are
This is my favorite moment as a DM.
So just to be clear, all 3 are frozen and
Frozen in place.
So we
okay.
have a freezy dragon running around?
So the last thing I would like
Yeah,
to do
this whole time it was a freezy dragon. It's a white dragon.
So the last thing that I would like to do is
We talked about this.
the last thing I would like to do.
Blast just raids quits the game. Just like fuck this.
He just powers down.
He gets all
He
turtly.
just takes one of his hands off and throws it off the mountain.
Okay, anything.
So the last thing I'd like to do is Ravi is now that I see that there is a direct threat, I will communicate through the link that Jinx has connected and speak to her directly and say, "Hey Jinx, let Vox and Zabantik know that the threat." The threats that we saw, the 2 big giants, are frozen in place. They're no longer of this world. They're dead. I think we can freely move towards whatever they were guarding initially. And with that, I would like to have Ravi fly up as far as he can get to the sky. Okay. Okay.
Investigation check.
Investigation. Okay. A 9.
Okay, cool. Yeah, never mind. What was it? He's flying where?
I just want to make him make it so that he can fly up high as far as he can go, with, of course, staying to the 120 feet range. And I just want to see if he sees any other silhouettes.
Seems to be all that he can see for now.
Okay. So I will call him back. And yeah, I will have Jinx relay that message. And for my last
will.
action, just to wrap it up, I will send Ravi to everybody else who isn't linked and just let them know what we see.
Are we linked with Jinx or no?
No, it's just
It's-
the
Okay.
three
So
people
so then
closest, or
Robbie just told us then.
Yes,
Mhm.
correct.
Okay.
Can I talk to Ravi and ask if it was the ogres that we met at the temple?
You're not sure.
Oh
You only got a
shit.
So
investigation check.
Totally forgot about
Yeah.
that.
so I'm gonna
And-
I'm gonna turn back to Tibble as he says that's Robbie and say, well, they're frozen solid. I guess we can venture forward and check for ourselves, right?
Yeah, and I'll say, yeah, you know, they're too frozen for me to discern from Ravi's perspective. But I do remember it being, what I do remember from what just happened is that there were two big, giant, troll dudes and one smaller one. And I'll just describe what I saw. You know, two of them had big clubs, and the smaller one did not.
There's also
Should-
missing its like top half.
Yeah, that was the most.
That's correct. Yeah.
Part.
And somehow I didn't see it from 30 feet away.
You have really bad vision.
You decided to go
you-
up.
Hey,
I was like
hey,
ready to describe it, then you're like, I'm gonna go up. So I was like, okay.
Dave, it's not a big deal. You got rocks for eyes, so it's like,
It's
Sure.
true.
know what I mean?
Dave's just
Nah,
a
I
rock
mean-
spirit.
God damn.
Um,
We should get
so
closer and
see with your-
investigate.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna venture closer. First off, before we get too far from the, we're already actually in front of the, whatever. I was gonna say, is there anything important in the wagon? But too late. So we're gonna just make our way to the ogres, and then if you let us investigate them, cool. If not, we gotta wait. And
What are you investigating?
can I help Edgar's investigation check?
Sure, absolutely. Roll with advantage.
I
I
You know,
then.
I won't even make you roll. As you get close to them, you see that they do, in fact, have the symbol of Savras on them, indicating
Hey!
that they've been the ogres that you guys encountered at the shrine
These
of Savras.
motherfuckers.
So, just like info for you guys, that was like one of the ending sessions where it was only Edgar, Cynthia, and myself, and
I
we ended
showed up.
Did you?
I carried
Yeah,
the belt.
kind of at the end.
Oh, that's right. So we ended up amicably parting ways with those ogres
Ogres, yeah.
Mhm.
because we had technically set them free and never really like took a lethal action against them, but we also just Tybalt was able to reason with them, and they were going to help with the dragon.
Yeah.
And so now these guys are here.
Looks like they went
For-
by themselves and got frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
So-
it comes
Okay.
down the mountain,
But they did show
Rest
up.
in peace.
Oh, also, wait, hold on,
Boys,
hold on,
search them.
real quick.
Is there anything on them of value?
You're up the mountain, bro.
That was at
Oh,
the end.
Well, we
Yeah,
don't
okay.
we don't know because
Oh no,
Regondar
you're
has,
with us. Oh no, yeah, you're sorry, you are up there. DM, real quick, where the fuck is Bobo in all of this?
He's on his
Um,
way.
You don't see him.
But he was supposed to be coming with us, right?
he yeah.
Babo.
can I sense any life energy coming from the other ogres that weren't eaten in half or cut in half?
You place your hand on them, and there's no pulse. It is just cold to the touch.
I'll take a moment to thank the ogres for their sacrifice, and I'll look at Blast and say, I think the dragon's chance for redemption is long past.
And Blast will turn to Tibble as he says that, with steel in his eyes, no pun intended, and say, I never thought he could be redeemed. This mission is singular. The dragon has to die.
And then I grab a flask from my bag. Sorry, just real quick.
How do you feel about that, Tibble?
I say I've experienced a lot in my travels, and I've always thought that redemption was an option, but I'm starting to see that sometimes redemption just isn't found in someone's heart.
What are you saying about a philosophy?
Sorry, I forgot that there was a response incoming. But it was just grabbing a flask of wine from my inventory and just slightly pouring it out for the ogre.
For the homies.
And then
It gets
that's it.
carried. It gets carried off the mountain. Just
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah.
As you guys regather and determine that these are not a threat, do you continue onward?
I think we should continue onward.
Okay.
I mean, at least Blast is voicing his opinion that
You guys ready for
we
this?
We should.
Hold on, give me one second.
We're very close. We should continue onward.
I agree.
Is there any dissent?
Ooh.
As you guys continue along the path, traveling for a little bit more time, you start to rise above the clouds almost, getting outside of the sleeting wind, and you're able to get a bit of peace and like calm
Pizza.
air for one. You guys are stoked, you're shivering, but you see ahead of you a long winding path that leads to a fortress at the top of this mountain. And I will say you guys are about. I'm just going to use Jinx because she's on top. You guys are about there.
Where's there?
Oh, I see.
Top of the very top of the screen.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see.
So, you guys see
What does it smell
Icespire
like?
Hold for the first time. What does it smell like? It smells like black ice, a little like tree.
The little tree one? No way.
Like a archer.
Like a winter green, winter fresh.
Does it smell like pitons?
Fortress itself
Oh
is very explicit in its design. There are spikes kind of like on the battlement. There are
Good pairing with a song.
kind of very obvious aerospace where it's supposed to be.
Any murder?
Sorry, Ronnie, you're getting a little muffled.
Sorry. You see that there are some spikes kind of hanging off the battlement, possibly to deter, people climbing up along the side of the edge. There are some arrow slits where, as the path gets closer, they have a very obvious kind of advantage for taking defensive shots against oncoming aggressors. You do see that there seems to be two buildings connected by a very rickety kind of bridge that goes across.
How sorry, go ahead.
No particular movement that you're able to notice, Bardo.
So I'm going to, as we get nearer, I'm going to pull out my Great Sword of Warning and use. I mean, at this point, Tony and I have a pretty good arrangement. He knows, kind of. I can speak to him, and he kind of can understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. Like I said,
So-
he kind of like can understand like emotional kind of like he knows when you're angry, he knows when
Damage.
you're
Okay.
sad, he knows when you're happy.
Like Santa Claus.
So I'm going to use my reins to affix the Great Sword of Warning to the top of the front of the saddle, the very front of the saddle, and then use the pommel instead of the saddle that we have on him, so I can monitor the glow as we get closer.
Yeah.
So now I'm in front of the wagon. If they're back in the wagon, I'm in front of it.
Sure. So you can be in the front here. So, as you guys continue onward, are you just heading straight up?
What is it that you guys? I mean, I think we should try and
Why don't
approach
we
it that way.
send
But
the
what do you
bird
guys
out
think?
Careful
there?
for booby traps.
Can we ask the warlock to send the bird out there and take a look?
Sure. So let me zoom in a little bit. And would you say this is the scale, Ronnie? I mean, I would like to. You know what? Actually, seeing this, I see there's a corner. I will warn everybody that Ravi is a flying creature, meaning that anything that would be set off trap-wise with weight, he would not be able to detect because he doesn't possess anything past a normal humanoid or creature's investigation. So I can see, but I can't detect, is essentially what I'm trying to say. But with that being said, I will, just so everybody can see him, Ravi is there, but he's technically invisible. And
Cooler Robbie.
Huh?
I'm cooler Robbie.
Oh, okay.
If you're okay with that. I mean, you don't-
Yeah. So look at my fucking basic bitch ass bird over here.
Well, that's the one I used, and that's what I had at the time because I was like, oh shit, I forgot, and I had to make him on the fly. Then I found it cool.
Cool. Yeah, so this is Ravi 2.0. He's all buffed up.
After you got your
cool.
level up, you know, when he became the Imp Ravi, like we got a better crow version.
Mhm.
You can type in RAVI, but if you say it in Spanish, it's still Ravi.
Ravi.
Ravi. So I'm gonna send him pretty much to look around the corner. What does he see?
Nothing of like nothing that stands out as like a trap by any means. It seems to be just a straightforward.
I would say, Gone. Don't worry about the traps. I'll take care of those. But take a look at the castle. See if anyone's watching, and see if anyone would see us come up this, treacherous road here. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, sure. And with that, I will. Before I continue, I just want to have Ravi look up. Is there anything else that Ravi can see looking towards the ceiling?
Ceiling of the
Yeah,
Or-
like he just
on top.
correct. Yeah, just looking up.
It seems to be there seems to be a room kind of affixed to the very top of the fortress itself that kind of almost as if it's like a stairway entrance. It seems to be bigger than that though, like it would be like a regular sized room. But for the most part, the top of the fortress is just a blank, empty, flat surface. There are some like icicles that are kind of hanging off the side, but nothing that he can notice.
Okay.
No dragon.
Yeah. Okay. With that being said, I'm gonna send Ravi on his way. And you said how high the castle is?
Oh man, this is probably like 120 feet straight up.
Oh
Yeah, see,
shit.
that's
Okay.
what I'm worried about. I'm worried about orcs looking out those windows. and
Yeah.
things coming
So
up.
I would say, I would say, even though I can't get all the way up there, I do still want Ravi to get as close as possible to see what I see.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a history check. Regongar.
History.
Historia.
Historia.
Them.
Creepy ass.
As you kind of try to recall anything you might know about these orcs or about this fortress, you will have remembered that orcs had recently been driven out of the mountain
Okay.
and started to come down into like
The ones we fought.
Fabric, the Big Algran, some were kind of near Fandolin. There were all these reports of recent orc attacks that have come down from the mountains. Very much kind of in time with when the dragon appeared.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell the group, seems like the orcs may have been driven out, but there might be some left here, so I tread carefully. And with that, I'd like to walk up in front of the group and throw the javelin kind of like at the end of that turn, just to see if it springs any trap or anything, and then summon it back.
Kind of like
Like
here?
right there by the yellow guy.
Where?
Yeah, I'll throw the thing like just in front of that on the road. But yeah, move my character by blast.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. You are able to throw the javelin and it just embeds itself into the cliffside.
Yeah, and I'll just summon it right back.
Very small pieces of rock do fall from the side, kind of showing that the cliffside itself isn't very intact.
Mhm.
It would be a difficult climb. It would be like loose rubble.
Expect.
Ravi, as Ravi flies up and gets closer to the area, he like, what are you having him do? Like look inside the windows or?
Pretty much get, so with me wanting him to get as close as possible, how far would he get?
I mean, I'll allow you to just have him get up there.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I will say I'm looking to see if I see anything through the windows. Like,
Are you like warging into him?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Are you like warging into him so you can like see and hear?
Oh, I see. Yeah, essentially that is definitely what I want to do. I just want to make sure that I can
As you fly closer to the windows, you hear what seems to be the sound of battle.
Mm.
As you get closer, you see that there are numerous undead creatures
Whoa.
in the fortress itself. You also are able to see and hear the men that have gone on ahead of you.
Oh
men
shit!
and some of the knights from Neverwinter are fighting their way into the fortress.
Are the lumberjacks here?
Holy shit!
I will
Let's
immediately
fucking go.
I will immediately relay this to the group and say, guys, our allies are in there. They're battling right now with some sort of undead creatures. I hear clashing. We should probably move quick.
Okay. No, I'll
Then
start.
that probably also means that there's no traps if they already traveled
Yeah,
through
let's-
here, right?
I'm at the moment he says that, I am sprinting forward on Tony with Tybalt, and we're leading the charge.
Cool. So let's.
I'm just picturing Tybalt like sprung over like
Yeah.
on the back of the horse. Like,
Are you like leaving the rest of the party?
I'm gonna say to the rest of them, like, they need our help. Let's go, and I'm gonna start taking off.
So the answer is
Tybalt's
yes.
kind of riding with you.
He's on my horse,
Okay.
Yeah.
unless you want to jump off.
No, I 100% want to charge forward.
So what's his walking speed?
60 feet.
60 feet. So with 60 feet, you'd be able to get about here.
But I'm like sprinting.
Oh, so it's 120.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just figure it out.
Oh,
Yeah,
if we
perfect.
just get back on the
At
carriage,
120 gets you to be about here.
yeah.
Is
Okay.
everybody else? What are you guys like
We're gonna-
dashing on ahead?
We're gonna jump back on the carriage and make the horses go as fast as they can.
Cool. I'll say you guys are a little bit behind. You guys can probably all make it to about like there. We're going to go. Together. Cool. And just for the sake of it, I'll say that we can kind of speed this along. As you guys get to, okay, actually, as you guys are all sprinting up, Tybalt, you have a very high passive perception, yeah?
I do.
85.
Yeah. Yeah. On a bad day.
You see, trudging along the bridge there, a humanoid type creature, bald, very pale skinned, has this like very high collar that comes up kind of in a very like traditional kind of culty kind of garb. And he has with him a very dark colored metallic warforged walking alongside of him. Walking from seemingly from this building here, and he's walking in this direction.
I'll tell Blast. I say, Blast, stop. Look. I'll look back at the group, the party behind us, and tell them we have to stop them.
I'm gonna turn and ask Tybalt, what did you see?
It's your brother, and he's with someone.
What?
Oh shit.
My brother's here?
And I point in that direction. And I say, yeah, he's over there.
He has a scarf and everything.
Yeah.
See the
Cool.
resemblance.
What?
I can see the resemblance. Straight
Um,
up, I just took his hero force and turned his skin black.
Yeah.
That's all I did.
Okay. I'm gonna as you just yelled that to the rest of the group, right?
Yeah.
As you see this blast, you see your brother essentially kind of look down and take notice of you. He just keeps walking forward.
Damn.
We have to hurry. It's
What's
the
the
rest
distance?
of the rest of them don't know what he's capable of. We have to hurry.
He's headed away from the rest of the town that's fighting, right?
Yeah. So the rest of the townsfolk are all kind of in this building, and they're heading outside of that into the main hole.
Yeah, they're up to some shit.
We have to go. We have to stop him. We got to go now.
Let's go. As we sprint forward, one hand on the pommel, watching the now I don't even watch the blade. I know there are enemies ahead of us. I'm gonna resheath my sword on my back and grab hold of my my pendant as I'm forcing Tony to sprint forward. And without closing my eyes, just say out to the ether, now's the time. I need your guidance. And I'm just gonna full bore straight ahead.
And for the sake of time, I will say that you guys are able to dash forward. I mean, I don't have any traps for you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's no fucking traps.
Okay,
There's
so
a part
we're
right
making
here
it.
like difficult terrain.
Let's
Give
go.
me a dexterity save for Tony.
Okay, for Tony.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Oh, you motherfucker! Just because I added him as a creature now.
No, just because you're riding him, so you're using his movement, his dexterity.
Also,
Okay.
that was difficult, so.
Okay, so all right, so do a dex saving throw, and then I have his modifier right here. Okay.
I'm sorry, just a dex check, a flat dex check, whatever.
Flat. Okay, of mine, and or I'll just use his
No,
once I
his,
roll it.
His dex, just a dex check to see if he can like
So
maintain
that's
his footing
that's a-
on difficult terrain.
that's a 12 for him.
Screw it, just fine.
Okay.
And with that, the rest of you guys do. You guys, as you guys come around this winding
Mountain.
bend, there is read. Cool. Let me change that.
Dude, I never even loaded the first one. It never loaded for me.
This is a huge fucking map.
Look at the
No, I'm watching the feed, so I can
okay,
tell.
gotcha.
But I might have to have you move me. Is my point.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh fuck, it's huge.
You said this is a different map?
Well, it's the fully
I
extended map.
mean, it's the same map, but that
Extended
was, like,
edition?
top floor. This is like the ground floor.
Director's cut?
Yeah, director's cut. It's the director's cut map.
So you guys, just so you guys know, to describe it a little bit better, this is what appears to be like a two-story building. It's,
Okay.
The first keep is 2 stories.
both of them.
Okay.
Both of them are about 2 story. The first one's only 1 story.
Okay.
Sorry. The second
Okay.
one, the main hold, is a 2-story building.
Okay.
All right. As you guys get near, and for the sake of them dashing forward, I'm gonna put Tybalt and Blast a little bit ahead of you guys.
I'm also as we hit the doors, I'm popping my echo.
You guys are all like a little bit further. You guys are right.
I will get myself in there. 2 T-bolts. 2 cons.
Hold on.
Oh man, she's gone. I'm gone.
One's gone.
One's gone. One's gone.
Who am I
Can.
missing?
Me.
And me.
No, I have the best step on this one. We have 2 the best.
Rakan.
We're gone.
Ragongi.
Rikongi.
Can I see the people up on the bridge?
They've made it into. By the time you guys have made it this far, they've already been.
You're walking behind us.
Yeah. I kind of time skip a little bit, so I don't have to like do 50 feet of movement or whatever.
I appreciate that.
Cool.
I'm gonna be real with you guys. I am not gonna be able to stay up that much longer.
Yeah, I got maybe 15, 20 minutes left of me.
All right. So what do you guys want to do?
As you well, let's just play through a little bit.
Yeah.
I have a pretty good stopping point if you guys want to just team over.
Yes.
Okay.
As you get to the door here, Blast, you kick it open, and with Tybalt, kind of right behind you, you see that there are some of the town citizens, the Tribor's men, fighting off these zombies. What do you do?
So I was saying, I popped my echo as we were reaching the door. So if you could put him on the map. So I'm going to, I'm gonna.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I need Blast, Tybalt, Gone,
Uh-oh.
and the Bouncy Pants. Roll me a D20. All of
Raw d20.
Yeah, raw d20.
Nat 20.
Oh shit.
Gone got 13.
Nine out of 20.
Holy
Damn.
boys, up in this bitch.
What else am I waiting for? That's only 4.
Zemantic.
No, she got a
Oh,
1.
Gone
What?
got 13.
Yeah, Khan got. Okay, hold on.
Tybalt got a nat 20 as well.
20, 13, 20. And 1. And I need.
what else are we waiting for?
So was it
Jinx?
Cynthia?
roll-
Did you
Oh,
roll
he
a
said-
raw d20?
I didn't hear you say Jinx. My bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he didn't.
didn't
He
either.
I
didn't.
put down the line, sorry.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Raw d20. Here goes. What?
What?
I don't
What?
know. What? You tell me.
What? It's a one.
It's a 1.
Cool. As you kick open the door, you hear the signs of battle. The Tribor's men are fighting off these zombies in what appears to be a stable of sorts. As they are fighting off, the door opens, and one of them turns to you and says, "He's gone ahead. We'll take care of these. Keep going. We'll hold them off."
Cool.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to turn to Tybalt and say, I don't know if they can actually hold them, but the greater threat is ahead. What should we do?
I mean, they could use a little help. I'll run ahead to the center of where they're like the middle part. Yeah, let me try and get in on the map.
I can
Probably
do
just
if
like
you want.
Yeah, just like forward to the middle. And I'm going to use my Radiance of Dawn, turn undead.
Boom.
What do they have to do? Saves?
Yeah, it's going to be a save.
Wisdom save? What are they? What are they?
Here,
Damage? Sorry.
let me look it up.
Oh, my chunky boy.
Channel Divinity, turn undead, DC 16 save.
Wisdom.
Wisdom, yeah.
Cool. The first one succeeds. The second one failed. Third one failed. Fourth one failed. And the last one failed.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, they're just they are the ones that are here. Let me see, because if they are below CR rating of I think half, then they just die.
Damn.
Perfect.
Serious?
All
Yeah.
but one explode and just turn to dust.
Oh shit. That's awesome.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I'll look to Blast and just do the nod, so he knows what to do.
Additionally, the one that survived is slain by the villager.
Nice.
That's what I had you guys roll d20s for. I was gonna have them finish their combats after, but then fucking he blew them up.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Cool.
I would say let's move. I'll talk to everyone, like even the villagers. I'll say let's move behind us.
I will say, using your normal walking speed for the rest of the party, you can get to about like here. If you wanted to dash, you can get inside.
So so Blast is gonna move up to slightly ahead of a Tybalt with my Echo. If you can move me, Julio, that'd be dope. I'm gonna get to the extent of my walking speed.
To you said past Tybalt?
Yeah, I'm gonna the extent of my walking speed, whatever my full 30 feet is.
Oh, gotcha. Give me 1 second. Okay, you can get to around the corner, and you want to take your Echo with you, right?
Yeah, bring my Echo.
Okay, there you are.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right there.
Cool. And at this point, let's all roll initiative.
Uh, 20.
22.
17.
Six.
Out of 15.
Elon and Bandit, do you guys roll?
21.
Oh.
21. Gon got 13. Or sorry, 9. I don't know why I said 13. I think that was my last roll.
Like what?
Yeah, my last roll was 13, and not my initiative.
Quick battle, because we should probably end soon.
Well, let's just do this battle. Come on, guys.
So you guys clear the first room. You see that there are several doors. One to the east, one south, one west, or two west. One more northern west and southern west.
I'm going to call back to Thibault and the rest of the party and say, we need to follow my brother into the main hold.
Well, I think at this point I'd rather ask the guys who were there before us, like, what's going on? Does anyone need saving?
And in very ragged breath, they turn to you and they say, Sir Ragangar, I think we're okay. Came out of nowhere. When we first arrived, it was just the two of them. And then from almost nowhere, the creatures sprang from the ground, almost as if he commanded them to do so. Never seen anything like it.
Okay, I was gonna say then follow us.
And
I
then
yell
just
to Blast. Can you start kicking some doors open?
I'm gonna kick. Well, it's not my turn, but
So now that we're in initiative, Jinx is up first.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Start kicking some doors open?
Okay. So where are there more doors? Aren't these all open?
no. But there's more doors at the bottom.
Okay. So I'm gonna just skedaddle way down here. And are these two doors at this corner?
They appear to be unlocked.
But there's two doors, right?
Correct.
I kick them both in.
Damn, double kick. Oh,
There's
shit.
four villagers fighting off these zombies.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Oops, wrong one.
And then actually, the Vance, Ragongar, and Vox, you guys give me d20s.
Oof, 8.
Just a flat D20.
Yep.
20.
20.
What did you get, Jinx?
8.
And you got a 20, Dave?
No, I got an 8
Oh,
as
you got
well.
an 8. You got a 20.
Yeah, we both have
You
20.
got a 20. Okay, cool. Cool. Some of the villagers are able to fight off the zombies that they're fighting. Some of the zombies get the villagers.
Oh no.
2 of them die. 2 of the zombies go down.
No. Sorry.
What else you doing?
Okay, so all these zombies are still active? None of these were brought down?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 psychic blades on this one in front of me.
Which one in front of you? There's like 3.
Oh, I'm sorry, I clicked on it, but you can't see that, duh. The one to my left. Technically her and
Cool. Go ahead and roll.
anatomy, her right. But yes, I'm just gonna. There, you can see that.
Cool. Go ahead and roll that. $24 hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
7.
Okay, that's your first one.
Mm-hmm. 23.
Yep.
8.
Cool. As your psychic blades rip into him, he just crumbles and back into dust. Yeah.
Cool.
Is there anything else you want to do with your movement?
I'm just gonna. Oops. I'm going to look at Blast and tell him, hey, there's 2 more in here. And then go in here. And then just be ready by this door. I don't want to trigger anything.
After Jinx, we have the band to do the Blast.
I'd like to move over to where Blast is.
Wait, I'm not second?
No, you're after her.
Okay. Sorry, the initiative order's out of whack. Okay.
Yeah, she got a 21, you got a 20.
These are undead, correct? Alright, I'm gonna use my Ray of Frost on the one that is to the left of me. Can I see him? Right by the door? Like,
yeah, I'll say you can. What's the comment?
21 hit?
Oh, absolutely.
And I would also like to pull out my
Fighting.
Okay.
and I will it's my shield robot. So everyone
Robot.
15
Yeah.
shield, it's 7 plus temporary health.
So that would be Blast for sure. Jinx makes it. Tybalt makes it. The Vanguard makes it. And I'll give it.
So we get how much health?
7 temporary.
7.
7
Got it.
temporary.
Hey, did we long rest in between?
We did, yeah.
Yes, you did.
All right.
And I'm done.
Cool. After that is Blast. Following him is going to be Regongar.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Tybalt again and say, do we push forward? Do we open up that last room?
You have to help the villagers if there's some in there. Someone needs to help them. You can go on ahead. We'll catch up.
No, you're right. So I'm going to I'll move down into that room on the bottom.
The one where Jinx is?
Yeah, right where she's right above it. Echo as well. And I'm going to attack the one on the left.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
And okay, let's go.
Hold on, real quick, before you do that, let me reset that. I forgot to do something at the end of the turn. You two both give me a d20. Sorry, Tom and...
Yeah?
Yeah. Trying to make this, like, a little bit more
13.
cool. The one on the left, zombie,
Not one.
died. The villager on the right died.
Oh shit!
Alright,
So-
now it's under.
Fuck.
Yeah, now it's on.
So yeah, I'm gonna rush into the room and save the remaining villager.
Oh, go ahead and roll attack.
All right.
I love how you're so sure.
I'm just gonna go save him.
I mean, yeah. 22 to hit.
Hits.
14 damage.
Damn,
You
he
just
was sure.
bisect him in your like wrathful swing of your sword. You're able to just cut him in half. He turns to dust and fades away.
For my, was that all my movement? Was all 30 feet?
I would say, let's see where your echoes here. It was about 20 feet or 15 feet. You probably still have half your movement.
Okay, so I'm going to use my bonus action to teleport in my echo's place.
Mm-hmm.
Move to the door
Bruno.
and open it. No. Bottom right. Yeah. Open it.
Cool.
Not late at night, no.
I need Jinx and Gon.
Maybe early.
To... Wait, I'm sorry. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
Yeah. So I should still have like 5 feet left.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk in. Which of the villagers looks worse?
They look to be about the same.
All right. So I'm gonna attack the zombie closest to me. The one farther up.
Okay.
Attack that one.
Cool. Go and attack him.
And then I should also get an extra attack action because I just killed one.
Correct.
Ooh, good thing because that's a nat 1.
So
So I'm gonna take my second one. That is a 16 to hit.
Hit.
That is a 12, but I'm gonna drop the 1.
It kills him.
Okay. All right. So I'm I kill the first one, and I'm gonna yell at the other villager. Get behind me. Hey, here you're muted.
Go ahead and roll a d20.
Me?
Yes, you.
Ah, shit. That's a 3.
Cool. The villager below you is stricken down by this zombie.
I'm gonna move my last moment. Not my last moment, but my
How
last.
was your last 5 feet of movement to get into the room?
I'm not moving at all. I'm just moving my my echo to me.
Okay. After Blast, it is Ragongar. With Tybalt after him. Ragongar.
is there anything alive? Oh, there is. Yes.
I don't think you're gonna do it.
I think I can. Whoa.
You could use 30 feet will get you into the room.
No. I don't want to. I'm gonna try to open that door over there with dabs.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You are able to get it open easy.
Holy shit!
Yeah, so like I'd like to get to the end of that hallway.
You see, as you come to the end of the hallway, you turn to your right.
I see him.
And you see that there are the 5 knights from Neverwinter fighting off double the amount of
I will
there are.
grab my javelin and throw it. Go, come away!
Okay.
So 5 feet, you'd be able to get the 2 just north.
Hmm.
Because remember, it's a line. It's not like a flat.
Yeah, no, but I want to kind of diagonal do it, and then it's
Diagonally.
Oh, it's a line.
Oh, well, the javelin goes in the line, but
Yeah, but the
come
spell,
away.
the spell is also a line.
Toma way.
So yeah, but I think he's trying to get it diagonal so it hits the third one as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
That's what he's trying to say.
The spell that it casts is linear, so I need to.
Right, but isn't it linear off of the javelin's path?
Correct. It follows the same path.
Right. So, but if it just goes slightly
No,
diagonal,
it
then it
says-
should be a 5 feet off of that.
Yeah, exactly what he's saying.
It's
Okay,
still a
so-
straight line. It's just
So,
slanted.
so he's
three.
basically trying to land it between that in that gap between the second and the third one.
Yeah. So it hits all 3.
Okay, give me a second.
Here, you want me to draw?
Yeah,
a
if you could draw it.
line?
So he would have to move slightly over just so he can make that
Okay, yeah, sure.
clearance.
Go ahead and roll an attack roll with your javelin. Which one are you aiming for?
Right there.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Let me figure out how to do this shit. Okay, it's an action. There we go. Got it. Okay. Attack roll. Does a 27 hit. All right. So we're gonna do double damage because it's a crit.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then it's gonna do. Oh, shitty.
Does it double the lightning? It does, right?
Yeah, but it did shitty damage. So it's gonna do 9 plus. Let me read. So 46. So let me do 40.
So you're actually going to do it crit damage. So
So 86.
8d6.
Okay, not too bad.
Holy shit.
So 9 plus 32. So that's 41. 41.
I don't want.
Violent.
What's the range?
Does it
Only 5.
not attack the knights?
No. With a
Okay.
crit, I'll say no.
Okay, cool.
With a crit also, I will give you that as you throw your javelin, you hit the zombie in the middle of the 3. And as you say the command word, lightning comes to life and just hits it dead in the chest and then starts to arc out.
Nice.
And it catches the one to the left, the one to the right, and then it jumps over to the fourth one.
God damn.
Oh shit.
Yes.
All of them are done.
Nice.
Ah.
And then I'll resummon my javelin back.
That's pretty awesome, dude.
Fuck
And
yeah.
then I'll tell Tribor, you fucking lucky bitch.
Tribor's not there.
Yeah, no, but I'll still tell him.
Yeah.
Just so they know.
His ear starts ringing wherever he is.
Cool.
So okay, so that's only 4 knights in there. You said there were 5.
One of them got vaporized, I
I
guess.
think they were supposed to be fine.
Well, because you had one knight icon in one of the lower rooms. I think maybe
Oh,
on
did I?
accident.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, then yeah, that's real.
And I have no more.
Okay, so he was down there. He got killed by the zombie.
Correct.
There's 4
yeah.
up there. Okay, got it.
All right. I need Vox and Jinx to give me a d20 roll.
Who's gonna die? 7.
Um,
So,
14.
With the 7, one knight dies. One of the zombies gets killed by night. After Bragangar, it is Tybalt. And then,
Did you cut my 14?
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Tybalt and then Don.
All right. I'm going to run over to where Blast is.
what'd you do?
And I catch Ragongar throwing his spear, so he looks like he's doing all right. And I'll point to the zombie and say, "Listen, if you can."
Listen. Cool.
Hey,
Is it a dex save? Or, sorry, wisdom save?
Let me check. It's wisdom.
16?
17 actually.
Oh, he fell.
Cool. He's going to take.
He turns to dust.
Cool. Good.
It just turns to dust.
And that's it.
Cool. Go ahead and give me a d20 roll.
Okay.
And, Tom, you can-
That's a 2.
Cool. Night 4, 5. Night 2 is able to play his zombie. Is there anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's it.
All right. After that, it is Dawn and then Vox.
Okay, let me see. I will move down this way. That's about 20 feet. And I kind of look around and I just want to make sure like everything is good here. There's like nothing else as far as battle. And I'll look in the direction of Ragongar. Is he still kind of like focused?
Yeah.
Okay. If that's the case, then I will move towards him, but I can't really do much else. I can move past him, but me not knowing what's around the corner, I'd rather stay behind Ragongar, so that's going to be my turn.
Right. Vox Aslan.
Okay, I will move. Character token. Then I'll
Ronster
hand.
do it for you.
So I end up right in front of Tom, and that's my turn. Can't do anything.
So you can sprint.
That's a sprint.
Oh,
Give me a d20.
9.
Oh, yeah, he's
use
gone.
one.
Oh shit. These fools
Oh.
dropping like flies.
Righty, we're
Seriously?
back up to the top with you, Gene.
Okay, so I am going to shimmy on up here.
Gimme.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. And then stab this motherfucker twice again. Or you know what I mean.
What do you mean?
Not again for the first time. 20.
Hit.
Mm, 5.
All right. Go to the
And I
second
do it
one.
again. 25.
Hit.
7.
All right. As you fling your blade into him, it looks like he's just on the verge of falling over. Knight 5 runs over and just smashes through his skull with his sword.
Nice.
Good job, Knight.
Then I high five the knight. Yeah.
He is very unsure of what you are.
So I'm just like, oh, okay.
All right. After that, the Bantic.
Okay, I'd like to run upstairs. If I can make it that far.
Yeah, I would say you'd be able to make it. So Ragongar's about 20 feet. You can get up to like just the top of the stairs.
Yeah, I'll move up there.
She reminds me of like a mech warrior.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to love that game.
Yeah, we do too.
So good.
Cool.
And I'd like to pull my robot.
Oh, actually, tell us what it's like.
It sounds like.
Boo, boo.
But
So
don't you
anyone who is within 15 feet of me gets temporary 6 HP if you don't already have 7.
dare. I have this now.
Yeah.
Sweet. I think Don gets it because he didn't get it last
Yeah.
time. All right, after that, it is Blast.
From the past.
I'm gonna sprint as far as I can to the bridge.
All right, so to the door, it's 10 feet. To Ragongar, it's an additional 10. To that door, it's 20. You have 20 more feet of movement. It'll get you almost to the end of the bridge.
All right, I'm gonna pull my echo, please, up to me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna, at this point, I just have like my dragon slayer greatsword at the ready, and I'm just singular in my focus.
Cool. And we'll say, for the sake of saving time and just kind of getting closer to wrapping things up, everybody else is able to kind of make it to the bridge with you.
Are you bringing all the guys too?
Yeah, and they'll follow
The homies
behind.
coming with? Okay.
Kind of cramped space for all fucking 30 people. You are able to open the first door.
I'm gonna scream again. I told all of you knights to follow me.
They do. They're following
Okay.
you. You
So-
think two more
Looks like they're
zombies
just chilling,
kind of waiting in
so-
between there,
I'm
Blast.
copying shit.
You're easily able to, in your wrathful vengeance, cut through them. You come down. Or sorry, they come down here. You guys open the second door, and you see Yularen Mortis, leader of the cult of Mirkul, standing there.
Mortis.
To his
Sorry.
side is the Dark Warforged. There are 4 skeletal knights
Yeah.
in front of him. And they see you. What do you guys do?
I gotta go to bed, guys.
So
man.
before we end, I just wanna can I just shout at them?
No.
Yeah, I mean, this is where we're ending. For
Okay.
dramatic effect, this is where we're ending.
Shout at them.
You asked for my help, but here you are, causing more pain.
He started
Don't
that, I
make me
started-
strike you down like I will the dragon.
Lauren Mortis turns to your brother and says, Ascendus, I expect you to handle this. As he
I
makes his
expect
way
what?
for the door.
I expect you to handle this.
Okay.
That's where we're gonna end.
Reminds me of like one of the Final Fantasy 14.
Yo,
games.
fuck yeah.
You're running through the whole everything,
Mm-hmm.
and then like one of the guys like take care.
Yep.
So then we will reconvene next week, correct?
Next week I'm unavailable. Unless we do it on a Thursday night.
It's fine.
We can do Thursday.
Mhm.
I have to do actually Thursday might not work for me either.
Mm,
How about you let us know?
I'll have to let you guys know. I have to go to the desert Thursday night.
okay.
We can maybe do it on over the weekend, like after that, like Saturday or Sunday. But
It's Mother's Day.
Yeah.
oh yeah. Oh, I thought we were gonna take a break anyway.
Well,
another-
yeah, but I thought we were gonna get to the dragon. That's why we're like, no, then we should be ready for the dragon by the time that we do it in person, correct?
That's the plan.
we can probably get to the dragon. I
That's
mean,
the
next
plan.
we could probably do the whole thing next sesh if we do a long sesh.
Okay.
But yeah.
Awesome.
Any notes you guys want to take?